Tonight's game is produced by the IH Sports Network. No part of the audio or video from tonight's game may be redistributed or retransmitted without the express written consent of the IH Sports Network and Liberty Press Incorporated. The IH Sports Network's first commitment is to the student athletes of our community, their families, and their coaches. Find us online at ihsports.net.
High school football is on the air. The Oneida Indians, the Scott Highlanders, with Tim Smith, Rick Keaton, and their entire broadcast teams. This is Tennessee's most complete high school football coverage.
Sponsored by United Cumberland Bank, Scenic Foods, El Rey, Ray's Axe, South Fork Physical Therapy, Lumber King, Potter's Ace Hardware, Salvage LLC, and by title sponsor First National Bank.
Produced by the IH Sports Network, Friday Night Football begins now.
Good evening and welcome to Jim May Stadium and Dr. Emmy Thompson Field for tonight's final home game as the Oneida Indians host the Monterey Wildcats. This is Kevin Akers along with John Strunk, Mark Matthews, and the voice of the Indians, Tim Smith. They'll be coming along here in just a minute. Tonight the Indians come into their final home regular season game, probably their final game of the year. It's all going to depend on the outcome of this game, or their final game at home. Depends on the outcome of tonight's game. They could either be playing for a region championship or having to go on the road. So a lot on the line tonight, Mark, as the Indians host the Wildcats.
Yeah. It's basically a region championship, and we can win tonight. If we win tonight, that's a very distinct possibility that we could be that we could be region champs if we finish out the season strong and we get it on a better record and all those scenarios come into play. But big ball game tonight, and the Indians has had 2 weeks to prepare for this. Didn't play last week, had a bye last week, so they've had plenty of time to watch plenty of film and see what Monterey is all about. And Monterey is a heck of a football team, John.
They are as billed. I mean, they're sitting in first place in our region for a reason, and they've taken care of business to this point. I think you're probably like me. We evaluated them a little bit on what film was out there, and that's a great thing about live streaming like we're doing now. There's that availability, and to watch those guys, they're the real deal. And they're led by a monster of a quarterback, and they've got skill positions on both sides of the football, and they'll also punch you in the mouth. So it should be an interesting night tonight for Oneida.
It's a big game. This is, we keep saying, oh, this game's big, and it keeps getting that. It's been that way. So tonight, as Kevin mentioned, you've got a chance to play for a region championship and control your destiny, because right now Rockwood has 3 losses, and if we were to be able to beat Monterey, they would have 3 losses, and it would go to overall record, and you would control your destiny. You got to beat Sequoia and Coalfield, and then you get the region championship. But you have to start with a win tonight. Now, most computers and folks that watch the game would say that seems a bit unlikely, given that Monterey handled Rockwood pretty handily earlier in the season, and you lost to Rockwood 2 weeks ago. So computers and people, but things change. But if that happens, if we do lose to Monterey tonight, it's pretty much set in stone what's going to happen, and that means we go to Hampton in week 1 of the playoffs.
Oh, take the knife out of my chest. But yes, and you're hoping, but you've got the opportunity in front of you, Mark. You're at home, you've got your crowd behind you, and you're hoping that that's exactly what the folks on the other side and the team on the other side in Monterey has done, is they've looked at the scoreboards. They've looked at what they've done to Rockwood. You kind of hope that because maybe there's a little letdown there, but I highly doubt it, because they look very disciplined in what they do. They look very well coached. And I guarantee you that they've been coached up this week, that this is a region championship game. It's all on the line for both of these squads here tonight. And what more could you ask for if you're Oneida more than an opportunity? And that's what you have in front of you tonight.
Yeah, and Monterey coaching staff is not going to let them just overlook Oneida, because they know Oneida's a good football team playing at Oneida and the crowd behind them and all of that stuff. So I don't see a letdown from them. We'll get their best game. They know what's on the line too. They know that there's a region championship on the line. They know there's home field advantage in the playoffs on the line. So we're going to see their best game tonight, I believe, and hopefully we see Oneida's best game tonight.
Something that has eluded Oneida is a region championship. It has eluded Oneida for a long time.
2012?
It's been a drought.
Yeah.
All right, and we're streaming beautifully online tonight. Let your friends and neighbors know this game will be streamed and it will be live tonight. And we've had our bumps in the road, but we're ready to go with this. And it's a Monterey team that comes in with this 5-2 record, matching Oneida's 5-2 record. Monterey's in their road white jerseys, white pants, purple numerals, and they've got a white helmet with a purple M on each side. That's the Monterey Wildcats. For Oneida, tonight's uniform of choice is going to be the smoky grays. So the Indians, with only 4 home games scheduled this year, they wind up with only 3 actual home games. And tonight we see them in the smoky gray uniforms, which is the gray pants, the gray jerseys with the orange numerals trimmed in white. They've got the white helmet with the orange O emblazoned with the spear on the side. And so both teams 5-2, and a region championship is a possibility for both of them here. Monterey outright, Oneida trying to make things really interesting in a possible 3-way tie. We're going to have a special guest joining us. It's senior night. Mark's got duties to take care of, and we've got a perfect fill-in for him that we'll say hello, darling, to in just a minute. But first, we're going to take a break for our sponsors. We'll be back with more Oneida football on IH Sports Network right after this.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest job done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC. Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice: Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Ray's.
Network's coverage of Oneida High School football. It's the Oneida Indians and the Monterey Wildcats coming up for the region championship right here at Jim A. Stadium and Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. Tim, you got a special guest for us.
All right, there's a lot of media in the house tonight, and we're competing, trying to drive the viewership up, and so
do what you got to do.
We said what we got to do, and it's going to be Coach Rick Harper join us. I can call you Coach, right?
Yes, I'll always be Coach, and thank you for having me on here. My boys sent some text messages before I got here just to remind y'all I'm senile and just not to let me wander off too much, okay?
Well, we're going to keep it focused, but
Okay.
but there's you coached John and Mark, and I don't know how much you want to get into that, but
I offered those young men words of encouragement when they played.
right.
He certainly did.
But Jim May Stadium, and the a lot of what we're going to talk about tonight focuses around Coach Jim May, and I just wanted to kind of go in chronological order and start because you played for Coach May. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay, I played for Coach May at Crossville, Alabama in 1973 and 74 and 75. Now, Coach May had started out in Tennessee at Petersburg High School and went to Cornersville High School and then came to Crossville, Alabama and stayed there 8 years. 8 successful years. And then last year, the newspaper did an article on Coach May that just to follow up on him because, how well respected he was. He left that program in very good shape. His assistant coach was very successful, and then they also followed up with a state championship later after Coach May had left.
So now he was at Clinton, went to Carson Newman, right?
Yes.
Yep. And then was your coach. Now, what did you play?
I was a running back for Coach May, running back and defensive back, and he came there, like I said, 1973. Crossville was very similar to Oneida. Crossville had been a powerhouse in the 1950s and 60s, and then things went downhill. You'd have a coach every 2 years. So about 10 years, Crossville was struggling as a football school. Similar to when Coach May came here in Oneida. Oneida had been a great program during the 1950s and 60s. You had Jack Beeler, Bill Jacobs, Ben Daniel. And that's one thing about Coach May. He always wanted to look back, the legacy of, where he came from. And another thing, I just say strength of Coach May, he always was looking forward to the future, too. When he wasn't going to be coach here, that was very important, too. And then you look at the Coach May legacy, the coaches that followed him, Jim Birchfield, Jimmy May, Keith Henry, John Brewster, Tony Lambert. I mean, they've all got a connection. And now back with Coach May Jr., they've all got a connection to Coach May. And I think that would have pleased him.
Absolutely. And Coach, what was it like as far as coaching with Coach May?
Coach May, one thing playing.
Now I seen some of that.
Yeah.
But what was it like, in the coaching, I guess, meetings and things?
Yeah. Coach May and I had a unique relationship. There he was, like your relationship with me. And then me playing high school ball for Coach May, sophomore, junior, and senior year. Now sometimes Coach May, sometimes he didn't understand how good I was. And sometimes he would say to me, he said, you've been reading your press clippings too much. So he knew how to get you in line. And Coach May was just a solid coach. And probably his greatest strength was probably his humanness. He'd say some things, I know, like on the sideline, we'd have a play go bad the first play of the game. He'd say, I told you we weren't ready to play. But then, we'd go on and play. But working with Coach May, as Jim Birchfield and I talked about that, and then you look at the coaches that work with Coach May, myself, Tim West, Jim Birchfield, Ken Davidson, and the coaches that came. Coach May was a teacher. That's what Jim had talked about. And then the middle school program, Robert Wright, great. And then you look before Robert Wright, you had Mr. Williamson, who was tied into them. So you had Mr. Williamson was middle school coach for a long time. You had Coach Wright, then Jaden Terry, and then Heath Sexton, and then Jared Henry, then Heath, and then now Jason Terry. They've been a lot of solidarity there with football.
The consistency that you can't get when you have a scattered situation sometimes.
And Oneida's tried to do things right over the years, and that'd be another attribute that John and Mark could tell you. Coach May wanted to do right. His teams were in shape. They were solid. I like using that word about Coach May. His teams were solid. His girls' basketball teams were solid, and he was a good school man.
Do you remember anything about Monterey? The first time we ever played Monterey would have been you'd have been on staff.
Well, they beat us here one night during the year that we were not.
84.
Yeah, we didn't have a good year. If you remember 84, that was also the year Coach May had the heart attack at Webb. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
We were over there, and it was a tough situation. I think Webb went on and won the state. And then Coach May, that situation, he was up in the press box, and then, they told us that, they were taking Coach May out there at the half. And so I remember going in telling the kids at halftime, I said, guys, we're in trouble. Coach May's, he's had an illness. We're going to pray for Coach May. And then and then those kids didn't quit. And we came out the second half and just played so hard. If y'all remember, Webb didn't score on the second half.
Yeah.
And we actually put one little drive against them. They won the game, I think, for 34-6. But I'll tell you one bit of trivia that night. As I told you, Coach May coached at Cornersville. Shirley Majors, who was Johnny Majors' dad, coached at Huntland. He coached 10 or 11 years at Huntland and only lost like 14 games. So when I came out of the locker room at halftime, there was Miss Elizabeth Majors, Shirley Majors' wife, and Johnny Majors' mom waiting on me after, coming out just to tell me to encourage the kids because she knew what had happened to Coach May. Her grandson had played at Webb. And so one bit of trivia was when we went to the UT clinics, Johnny Majors would always look Coach May and myself up because I had played for Shirley, his dad, and because of Coach Majors coaching at Cornersville and him coming out of Huntland, that Duck River Valley Conference. So Coach Majors would always come up and sit with us, and we were kind of like mini celebrities at that time.
And that's one thing about football, and there's always a fraternity there,
Yeah.
and it always follows you around. And you kind of alluded to it, and I don't want to step out of line here too much, but Coach, you mentioned basketball, and Coach May really had an imprint on the women's basketball program here. He set it off. He really did.
He started the girls basketball program at Crossville, Alabama, which was very successful. And then he came here and had those successful teams. And I coached middle school, and he was at the high school, and he had Tim West that helped him. And if you remember, during the 80s, we had in our softball teams that went to the state tournament. So Oneida's had success for years, but Coach May was a solid coach, and I don't, as far as when you start mentioning somebody's players' names, you wind up leaving somebody out. But he did such a solid job, and then Tim followed him and did a solid job, and then Coach Danny Parker. And then I followed along, and then man, we had good coaches after that, Leslie and Smith. So we've just had some good coaches. Coach Marvey now, so we've had a good tradition.
I was just going to throw in, I remember covering the Lady Indians in those really strong years, and when you were coaching, and we went down the year we got snowed in, and we made it to the semifinals, but got ousted there, and John L. and I were doing the game, and we didn't have a way back, and I was worried because we could get to the interstate, but you couldn't get anywhere else, and I was worried at the time. We were college students, and I was worried I don't know if I'm going to have money to cover a room or whatever. And Coach May came in, and he said, look, whatever's not covered, we'll handle for you guys. And then to top that off, you guys let us ride with you to the games. And I remember we were just enjoying listening and watching y'all draw on napkins. You were drawing up plays and stuff on napkins. It just is some people don't see that side of you guys.
Yeah, Coach May was so good to me. Working him, I eventually became principal. He became assistant principal. And so it was a little unique relationship. But he was so good to me coming by as a coach. And he was not hard, handed, just forceful. He'd say, now, Rick, why'd you do that substitution there halfway through the third quarter? And I say, I know, Coach, that wasn't too smart. But he did it in such a way that you look back, and then coaching those teams that I coached, man, oh man, you'd like to say the coaching part, but I had talent. And when I went to Crossville, Alabama, we went to the Final Four one year and the Final Eight 2 years, and you saw the three teams that we had here and all those teams that we had in middle school. So I got to coach girls basketball 14 years, and goodness gracious, you look at all the talent we had, those girls could guard anybody. The team that won that state championship, they were tough. They were physical. I'll tell one stuff. one little story on myself. I'll try to make it quick. When I got into the Hall of Fame, and I never had really looked at the wins and losses, and I'm not trying to do ego, but I'm sitting at the kitchen table, and I figured it up. And then my little ego started skipping in a bit, and I said, well, honey, my wife's in the living room. I yelled at her and said, honey, as a coach, our team's won such and such games and lost such and such. Well, she didn't respond back to me the way I said it to her second time. And then she said, how in the world did you lose that many games with the talent that you had? And I said, honey, I believe you're missing my point.
She is a typical Oneida fan.
We're certainly spoiled. Coach,
but she was probably correct.
Coach, we got to take a break. And if you can hang with us, we're going to come back and do senior night. And then there's a couple more questions I'd like to ask if you can stay around. Is that good?
Yes.
All right, we'll do it. All right, we're going to take a break. You're listening to Oneida Football on the IH. That's Coach Rick Harper, by the way. Those who maybe didn't know, I think most do, but join us tonight. You're listening to Oneida Football on the IH Sports Network.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net. Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIY.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. I didn't write that down. I do want to hit that too. Jim May Stadium. We're gonna mention that before we get out of here. Coach Rick Harper's joining us. We're going to visit with him again here in just a minute, but it's a special night here. The Indians' 8th game of the season. Oneida's 5-2. Monterey comes in 5-2. They're undefeated in the region. Oneida has one loss in the region. That was to Rockwood. Monterey's defeated them earlier, so the Wildcats are the, I guess you would even say, a heavy favorite coming into tonight. Oneida's got the home field advantage and an opportunity here tonight against a very good Monterey Wildcat team. And the Indians are in the smoky gray uniforms here tonight, and it is senior night. So we're going to go to Kevin Akers as he prepares to introduce those seniors, and you can watch the live stream and see them as they are honored on the field for their years of service here at Oneida High School. And that's why Mark Matthews isn't with us, because he's got a senior cheerleader down there. So it hits you fast. I know that. I can speak from experience. So
we
Kevin?
all can. We all can.
I'm waiting on the cue. I don't want to jump ahead of nobody.
Well, all right. While you're waiting, we will also say there are a couple more games this season. This is the last home game, but we have a trip to Sequoia next week, and then we'll close out the season at the Coalfield Yellow Jackets, a very powerful team that's done a great job this season as well. So another couple of weeks coming up for these Indians, and they are playoff qualifiers. So tonight will go a long way in kind of giving us an idea about what that playoff picture is going to look like as the Indians and the Monterey Wildcats tangle here tonight.
Yeah, and a win tonight, we can just muddle this thing up.
Oh, yeah.
Just make a mess of it. That's what we need to do.
And like I said, if the Indians could win tonight, they control their own destiny.
Absolutely.
With that overall record. So, Kevin, we'll go to you.
No, they said that wasn't a cue to go. That said they had about 1 more minute.
Oh, 1 more minute. Well, I don't want to cram anything in.
And I'll say this: we ended up talking about Coach May, and you can see how Coach Harper feels about Coach, how we all feel about. But Coach Harper had a very personal relationship with Coach May all those years. And I'll tell you this, Coach, I can remember a meeting we had as a team, and you weren't involved. You weren't in the meeting, and Coach May was just he was talking about you, and that sticks with me all these years. And his comments about you and how you played, you could tell that Coach May thought the world of you, and I just wanted you to know that. And that has always stuck with me for whatever reason, and I just wanted to pass that on tonight. And for you, Oneida's got a couple of championships in the last 30 years, and you've got your handprints all over both of those. And that's just a big deal for me to say that to you. And then for you as a coach, I know you want to lavish it on the players and you want to say you had all that talent, and you did. But the thing is, a lot of people have a lot of talent in some years and they don't get that championship, and you did. So congratulations.
At this time, we want to recognize our seniors of 2022. First, for the football team, number 15, Matthew Brown. Matthew is the son of Anthony Henry and April Brown. He is a 3-year member of the team. Number 12, Ben Buttrum. Ben is the son of Daniel Buttrum and Elizabeth Lou Allen, and he is a 2-year member of the football team. Number 4, Noah Buttrum. Noah is the son of Mike and Kelly Buttrum. He is a 2-year member of the team. Number 52, Blake Couch. Blake is the son of Sydney and Larry Latham and Art Couch. He is a 4-year member of the football team. Number 19, Rylan Duncan. Rylan is the son of Michael and Deanna Duncan and the nephew of Ricky Slavin. He is a 2-year member of the football team. Number 44, Lorenzo Garcia. Lorenzo is the son of Lorenzo and Courtney Garcia and Stephanie Greer. Lorenzo is a 3-year member of the football team. Number 78, CJ King. CJ is the son of Jessica Bird. He is a 4-year member of the football team. Number 28, Aiden Love, and number 16, McLaurin Love. They are both the sons of Stacy Love and Greg Love. Aiden is a 3-year member of the team. McLaurin is a 4-year member of the football team. Number 24, Hunter Shoemaker. Hunter is the son of Megan and Jeremy Shoemaker. He is a 2-year member of the football team. Number 65, Xavier Shoemaker. Xavier is the son of Brent and Leslie Shoemaker and is a 2-year member of the football team. And now members of the Oneida cheer squad. Sophia Matthews. Sophia is the daughter of Mark and Jamie Matthews. She is a 3-year member of the cheer squad. Annalise Newman. Annalise is the daughter of Gretchen Stevens and Tyler Newman. She is a 4-year member of the cheer squad. Marley Strunk. Marley is the daughter of Roderick and Andrea Strunk. She is a 3-year member of the cheer squad. And now seniors from the Oneida girls soccer team. Anastasia Harness. Anastasia is the daughter of Jay Harness and Rhonda Wilson and stepfather Chris Washam. She is a 3-year member of the Lady Indians soccer team. Madison Jones. Madison is the daughter of Stuart and Crystal Jones. She is a 3-year member of the Lady Indians soccer team. Caroline Keaton. Caroline is the daughter of Ryan and Miranda Keaton. She's a 4-year member of the Lady Indian soccer team. Carmen Cron. Carmen is the daughter of Kyle and Crystal Cron. She's a 1-year member of the soccer team. Savannah Shepard. Savannah is the daughter of Morgan Shepard and Travis Shepard. She is a 4-year member of the Lady Indian soccer team. Jaden Terry. Jaden is the daughter of Jared and Amanda Terry, and she is a 3-year member of the Lady Indians soccer team. And now our senior band members. Richie Cross. Richie is the son of Rick and Kendra Cross. He is a 4-year member of the band. Tanner Duncan. Tanner is the son of Brandy Blevins. He is a 4-year member of the band. Molly Overton. Molly is the daughter of Kendra Overton and Chris Overton. She is a 4-year member of the band. Hannah Sexton. Hannah is the daughter of Tammy Sexton and Jerry Sexton. She's a 4-year member of the band. And now senior members of the Oneida golf team. Garrett Bird. Garrett is the son of David and Renee Bird. He is a 4-year member of the golf team. Rachel Chitwood. Rachel is the daughter of Bill and Renee Chitwood, and she's a 4-year member of the golf team. Kylie Cooper. Kylie is the daughter of Cecil and Andrea Cooper. She is a 4-year member of the golf team. Piper Hill. Piper is the daughter of John and Grace Hill. She's a 1-year member of the golf team. And now for the Oneida cross country team, senior Thomas Todd. Thomas is the son of Kelly Barton. He is a 2-year member of the cross country team. Ladies and gentlemen, your seniors and their parents of the class of 2022, we wish you the best of luck here from Oneida High School.
All right, there's the 2022 seniors for the fall sports, and back with a few moments with Coach Rick Harper. And you were going to turn the conversation a little bit, John.
Well, and I guess Coach Jimmy May, you know, he follows in his father's footsteps here as head coach of Oneida High School. Similarities, Coach, that you see, and I know it's kind of an unfair question, but you grew up, I think, you saw Jimmy all the way from a young child all the way through, and we think the world of him. Yeah. You know that, and I played with Jimmy, so just some comments.
Well, I see the similarities with Coach May Sr. Jimmy worked with me twice as assistant principal. Jimmy's just a fine man. Athletic director, the similarities between Coach May and Senior, Coach May Jr. by the book. They're not going to do anything, stretch the rules. They're very knowledgeable about TSSAA. TSSAA had a good working relationship with us, and when we asked something of them, they knew it was an honest. We weren't trying to take advantage of the situation. I remember one night Jimmy playing ball, broke his hand, and tried to play quarterback with a broke hand. He's just tough, great defensive back, quarterback. He gave you everything he had. Now, one thing about Jimmy when he was little, at practice, we'd grab him and Richard, and we'd all throw them across the dummies. You know, they were just, you know, when Coach May wasn't looking, so we'd take care of them. But we didn't have enough sense to figure out Jimmy was also mixing the bug juice. So he was probably putting that hand in the bug juice to try to get us back. And I also remember Jimmy and Richard as little boys putting on their University of Tennessee uniforms, getting their bags packed to take a flight to go out to UCLA. So I enjoyed that part of it, you know, with them. Just one thing I wanted to wrap up and mention, the stadium project that we started in the 90s, and you see this beautiful facility we have now. The bleachers across the way were paid for by the school board at the end when Brom Shoemaker accidentally may not be the correct word, but bumped into them, and then they collapsed, and then the school board put those bleachers, and you see Dr. Phillips and this present school board put these wonderful lights up. But you look at everything else, it's been done by the people. The people, benefactors, the county commissioners gave us money, the town of Oneida and the mayor gave us money, and then benefactors come on board, and then we just got this thing rolling, and then we did the visitor dressing room, and then we did the practice field, and then we did the baseball field. Then we went to the elementary and did that field there, and the alumni and friends built that dressing room. So that's one thing I'm always proud of, is people who have been willing to help time and time again. And then, like I said, when you mention somebody, you're going to leave somebody out. And there's so many people who have worked on the field, who have given their time. Just, there was people before I got here, and then you see people willing to do it now. So that's just what makes Oneida special. And I'll tell you, one thing, I was down in Georgia when Coach May called me. I got out of college. I was down at Georgia. I got to work with a coach in Georgia who won a state championship before I got there. And then I got to work with Coach May, and then I went to Alabama and worked with a coach who won a state championship. So I got to work with 3 coaches that won 3 championships in 3 different states, but I just wasn't on the staff with them when they did it. But that was, and Coach May told me, you know, when he made a phone call, he said, I think Oneida can be special. And he was correct. Oneida is a special place. Anyway.
I just want to ask one thing. That 94 girls championship basketball season, when did you relax and know we've done it? Couldn't have been Lake County.
No. If you remember the year before,
I do.
We had a chance to win it. And you look back at the things that you didn't do that were right.
All coaches do that.
I made a mistake at the end of the 3rd quarter. We always did a half-court trap, and one of the young ladies, we had a great young lady, and anyway, she injured a knee and then wasn't able to get back. We gave up a bucket. And then they hit a shot out of the start to 4th quarter, and the games and the tournament games are so, every possession is so important. And so what went from a 1-point game to a 5-point game, but you remember they had a great center, and Brene had a great center, and about the 3 or 4 minute mark, there was a charge called. Brene had 3 charges called on that game and didn't have any all year. And anyway, the next day, the referee came to me. He said, I want to apologize to you. He said, I'm sorry, I missed the call. My buddy, they did a flop, is what they did. They did a flop, and if that girl had got her 5th foul, you know.
It's over.
Yeah. But so anyway, that was, but also, have we got time?
You knew you had it. When did you know you have it?
Probably only about 2 minutes left in the game, you know, when you do it. I mean, you're always,
yeah.
Because I can think back sometimes when I was ahead 14 points and had to get the hold the ball at the end to win it. So anyway.
Can you rank these 5 things that I and you've done other things, but coached football, you've coached basketball, you played both, I'm sure. You were a principal and a guidance counselor. How would you rank those?
He played collegiately.
Yeah, yeah.
I was very fortunate to play at Swanee for Shirley Majors and Horace Moore. Got to play with some very good football, and at that time in the 70s, Division III football was good, and that. So that was a great honor. Probably one of the most enjoyable things I did, it's not here, is probably those 2 years of Oneida Middle School baseball. And the reason what was good about that was these 2nd generation kids, almost everybody on that baseball team, I'd had their parents. I'd coached them either in football or basketball. And like this senior night tonight, is that not wonderful?
Yeah.
For the 2nd generation and 3rd generation kids that you see them out there, and then hopefully their kids then will continue on here.
I even left out junior pro, so I apologize.
And I think that's what makes Oneida special, and you've hit on that.
Yeah.
You've hit on that.
Yeah.
Coach Harper, thank you for joining us. This can't be the last time, all right?
Well, I hope I didn't ramble too much.
We're glad to have you. Thank you. And we'll take a break and be back. It's Oneida and Monterey football coming up. You're listening to the IH Sports Network.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it. And daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's, country cooking and great steaks.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. Hope you enjoyed our visit with Coach Rick Harper as much as we did. Coach Harper, a vast treasure trove of knowledge about Oneida sports of all stripes, and certainly we'll try to have him around again because there's plenty to talk about. But we do want to focus now, as we're about 15 minutes out from kickoff, on this game tonight. It's the Oneida Indians, the Monterey Wildcats. Monterey comes in 5-2. It's a team that has not been defeated in the region, and if they win tonight, they are the outright region champ. Oneida is third place, and the Indians will be headed for Hampton in week 1 of the playoffs. But if the Indians can spring the upset here at home tonight against the Monterey Wildcats, things get very interesting with a chance to have a 3-way tie for the region and control your own destiny. John, you've got some facts on tonight.
Yeah, tonight, in the 87th year of Oneida football as we are, this is game 903. The Indians have a 579 win, 311 losses, and 12 ties in that illustrious run, Mark. And Oneida lost to Rockwood, of course, 2 weeks ago. We were off last week with a bye. The loss to Rockwood was 24-13 score. Oneida has 47 wins, 31 losses, and 1 tie in these week 8 games.
All right. Mark's got a scouting report on Monterey's Wildcats, and we're going to get that to you. First, they're having the national anthem here. We're going to respect that, and we'll take a break for our sponsors as we listen to Oneida football on the IH Sports Network.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net. A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on US Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. It's the Oneida Indians and the Monterey Wildcats getting set to square off here tonight. And, Mark, you've got the complete rundown of these Monterey Wildcats, so just go ahead and share that with us right now.
I don't know if it's complete or not, but I got a little bit on them. They're 5-2 overall, 2-0 in the region. They have wins against Cannon County 35-6, Cumberland County 21-7, York 20-6, Rockwood 43-14. The Tennessee Heat, which is a homeschool team, 48-24. Their losses came to Stone Memorial 7-6, Waverly 19-14, which was last week. Total points in 5 wins, 167. That's 33 per game. In their two losses, they scored 20 points. 20 points, and that's 10 per game, and they gave up 26 points, which is 13 per game. They average overall 27 points per game and give up 12 points per game. Offensively, they'll run a shotgun spread, John, and offset I formation. You'll see that from them. You'll see, we had talked earlier today, and we've seen a bunch set out of them a whole lot. They like to run that, and what they'll do is they'll pull a guard both ways and try to get it out on the edge on you or go right off of the end, and they're really good at doing that. Some players to watch is Matthew Montgomery. He's their quarterback. He's a really good runner, got a great arm on him. He's probably the guy you're going to see in short yardage. You get it down 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2, 4th and 1. He's going to be the guy that's going to stick it up in there. He's really accurate with the football. Mason Bowman. We have to stop number 4. That's their tailback. He's over 1,000 yards rushing. He had over 1,000. He broke 1,000 yards week 6. So he's a really prolific runner. About 1,200 yards on the season. Chandler Bowden, he's their number one, and he's also their number 1 receiver. He's he can catch it from anywhere. They're predominantly a run-oriented offense. They pass it when they need to, and they're good at throwing the football when they need to, but they don't need to a whole lot. So we'll see. And number 6 didn't get his name, but number 6 for him. They call him Thunder and Lightning. Number 4 and number 6, and 4's Thunder and he's Lightning. He has got some wheels, John. He gets the edge a lot for him. Goes in there at tailback. He'll play out receiver some for him. Defensively, there are multiple. You see them in a 40. You see them in a 50. I've seen them against the Tennessee Heat. They was in a 3-3 stack. So probably we'll see them mostly in a 5-man front tonight. Number 53, Grant Hoover. He's their leading tackler. He had 3 sacks against Waverly. He's an all-state kid, made all-state team last week. Number 10 for him, Carter Charlton. He's a senior. He's a big play guy. Number 18, their quarterback, Matthew Montgomery. He calls the defense for him. He's also their middle linebacker. So, he's tough. You're going to see a lot of him. Number 18 for him. That's who I just talked about. Really good defensive line play. They had 6 sacks against Waverly, so they could really get after the quarterback. If we got a plan on throwing the football a lot tonight, John, we're going to have to block them up front because they're going to come after us.
And from what I saw when I watched them, Mark, they're mean, they're nasty, they're well coached, and they don't care to come out and just knock you around. Okay. And their quarterback, number 18, all he does is he plays quarterback, he plays middle linebacker, and what they do, every play, he goes to the sideline and gets the play.
Runs more than anybody.
So he runs 50 yards every play or jogs back and forth to get the play every time, plays middle linebacker and quarterback. The kid, I don't know, he must be in the best shape of anybody I've seen this year, but he does it all for him. And they can do that bunch set that you mentioned. Scares me, really scares me, because they do a lot of good things out of it.
All right, we're going to take a break for our sponsors, but I'm going to share something with you just real quick about you're looking at pictures this week of Oneida and Monterey in a region clash. Beautiful pictures provided by high-quality internet from Telepage, and we appreciate their partnership and participation in the IH Sports Network. And also, I have to give a shout-out to Greg Bond, who played a huge role. He wouldn't want me to do it, and so that's why I'm going to do it. He played a huge role in helping us get this together this week, and we're excited about it. It's a region championship tilt the Oneida Indians hosting the Monterey Wildcats. We're going to take a break for our sponsors as you continue to listen to Oneida football and watch Oneida football on the IH Sports Network.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place. Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Hey, do we need to ask him about tomorrow?
He's going.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. The Oneida Indians and the Monterey Wildcats. Huge game. They get bigger as the season goes along, and this one will clinch it for Monterey or throw things into a 3-way tie for the region championship. And Oneida's hoping to cause a little trouble. They're the chaos candidate here. That's what they want to do. And the Indians come out tonight in the smoky gray uniforms, in the gray pants with the gray jerseys, orange numerals trimmed in white, the white helmet with the orange stripe, and the orange O emblazoned with the spear. I love the look.
Yeah.
I love this set of uniforms. And Monterey comes in, their white on white stormtrooper look with these white pants and a white jersey with purple numerals. They've got white helmets with a purple M on each side. It's kind of like if you're familiar with Marshall, it's that font of an M on the side of those helmets. And as Mark and John L. just told you, and I've got a chance to watch a little bit of this Monterey team. I saw in the pregame, Mark, we were here early, and Coach Mark Martin, defensive coordinator, he was taking a very sober, steady, head down, heavy thinking look. And I just know he was thinking about number 4 running the football, number 18 slinging it. I mean, this is such a talented team as Monterey takes the field here through their tunnel. It's a team in a town that's hungry for taking that next step. Monterey has made the playoffs 23 times in their history, and that's a pretty good amount. I mean, Oneida's got one of those really rich histories of playoff appearances in football that are a rarity. But Monterey, that's no slouch, 23 playoff appearances. The downside of that for Monterey is they've only won 3 playoff games in their history.
Wow.
So it's been exits in the first round almost all the time. And in 2014, they made it to the semifinals by getting a bye in the first round and winning the next 2. They lost to Coalfield with a trip to the Clinic Bowl on the line.
And they won the toss, guys, did Monterey. They're taking the ball. So they're wanting to take it tonight.
Statement.
Yep. The captains, real quick, if I can do that, if you want
Absolutely.
me to. Chandler Bowden, Logan Sparks, Cadence Foster, and Caden Mogsden for Monterey. Oneida had Matthew Brown, Rylan Duncan, and C.J. King as captain.
Jaden Anderson will kick a low liner. An up back fields it at the 28. He's up to the 30, to the 35. At the 40, he's hit, hammered, and taken down. Michael Allred, the junior for Monterey, and Monterey will look like this up front. Their center is Colt Elrod. He's a freshman, but he's probably the biggest on the line. The guards are Hudson Thompson and James Henry. The tackles, Logan Davis and Grant Hoover. And they fill those same slots on defense, except they switch out the center. Now, tight ends, 2 of them will start. Carter Charlton, Byron Boros. The wide receivers are Chandler Bowden and Eli Sailors. The running back is Mason Bowman, and the quarterback that triggers it all, the junior, is Matthew Montgomery. It will be the 41-yard line for the first play for Monterey, as they will start with a 1st and 10 at their own 41. We do have a clock issue taking place here, so we'll set the Oneida defense here for the Indians. Up front defensively. I know I've got my sheet here. There we go. For Oneida up front defensively, it's going to be Lorenzo Garcia in the middle. The tackles defensively, Hunter Shoemaker and C.J. King and Matthew Brown, Xavier Shoemaker on the ends. The linebackers are going to be Elijah Phillips and Rylan Duncan. The corners are Landon Limberg and Todd Derek Ryan. The safeties are going to be T.J. Meredith and Colton Darty. So the Indians' defense will be tested first by these Monterey Wildcats. They will open up in a shotgun formation with the quarterback. Well, it's actually a pistol formation. 2 receivers left. That's the short side of the field. Wing back to the right, tight end to the right. They take the snap and handoff. Running to his right on the straight handoff off tackle, Mason Bowman. He's hit and dropped after a gain of 1. It will be gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Look like big C.J. King comes right down the line of scrimmage and finishes the play. Rylan Duncan was there first. Good first stop right there, gain of about 1.5 yards. The Indians are going to have to do that all night because they're going to keep turning around and handing number 4 the football.
And I think our safety come up hard and run prevention as well, Mark, and that's what we're going to have to do. And we're walking our safety back up again. That's Meredith.
Montgomery from the shotgun, and he has Bowman to his left. Here's the snap. He's going to look to fire it out on the left side. Catch is going to be made up to the 48, to the 50, into Oneida territory to the 47, making the catch. Chandler Bowden, nice sling from Matthew Montgomery, and a 1st and 10, fresh set of downs for Monterey as they cross into Oneida territory to the 47.
Rylan Duncan again, and also Colton Darty up on the stop, and they just run a little hitch pattern out there, John, and made a good play. Great throw by Montgomery.
I think they've already recognized that we're going to walk our safety up and protect against the run, and they're going to take advantage of that on the outside, or they're going to try.
All right, so Monterey breaks the huddle. They've got those 2 tight ends. One's a wing back. The other's at the tight end on the right side, wide side of the field. Now Bowman shifts left to right in this shotgun formation. Fakes right, goes left, and is going to be hit at the line and drop. No gain. Rylan Duncan, first man there. It's a loss of a smidge of 1 yard. It will be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Rylan Duncan and also C.J. King again. They're having a hard time moving the big man out, but Rylan Duncan, man, he's on fire. He's fired up. Senior night, man, he's wanting to get in there and make every play.
So it will be 2nd down and a long 10. We saw Monterey go to the air on play number 2, and a good chunk of yardage, about 13 yards on the completion of Chandler Bowden, senior receiver. Now a receiver to either side. From the shotgun, Montgomery here takes the snap, fakes to give Bowman. Montgomery's going to keep it, tries the middle. He gets up to the 45, hit there, and is going to push forward to about the 44-yard line for a gain of 3. And it will bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Monterey Wildcats at the Oneida 44.
C.J. King, Xavier Shoemaker, Cameron Kidd. Rylan Duncan in there, also Elijah Phillips. Just a host of Indians getting in there and bringing him down.
And Oneida, their defense guys, we don't have safeties in the middle of the field. We're selling out. We're putting the pressure on our corners to guard man-to-man, and we're not playing anybody in the middle of the field. We're playing against run prevention at this point.
They just switched their tight ends for 2 receivers. So you got 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left on 3rd and 7. Monterey at the Oneida 44. They need the Oneida 37. Here's the snap. Little misdirection. Going to hand it off to Bowman, and the Indians are ready for it. He's going to push forward to about the 43 for a gain of 1, and it will bring up a 4th down and 6.
Yeah, great read right there by C.J. King. Staying at home. watching for the draw play, which is what they ran, and Big CJ brought him down. That's 3 stops already tonight for Big CJ King.
Yeah, he's just, he's not disrupting into the backfield, but he's playing his position well. He's shedding his block, Mark, and he's just waiting for that running back to come through. And that's what you got to do as a defender sometimes. Sometimes it's not about getting into the backfield to make a play behind the line of scrimmage. It's holding your ground, and he's doing a good job so far.
Abner Felix for Monterey at his own 46, set to take the snap. He's got it. He's going to get the punt away, and Oneida is going to catch it. No fair catch. It's Meredith. Starts left, cuts back to his right. He'll spin up to about the 17, 18-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 Indians deep in their own territory for Monterey defensively. Up front, we told you it looks similar, but in the middle it's Dustin Hernandez. And then the defensive tackles are Hudson Thompson and James Henry. The defensive ends are Logan Davis and Grant Hoover. The linebackers is the quarterback and running back, Mason Bowman and Matthew Montgomery. The cornerbacks are Chandler Bowden and Eli Sailors. The safety is Michael Allred and Logan Sparks. Oneida's first offensive possession. Caden Rector in the shotgun from his own 18. Takes the snap, hands it off, sweeping off to the right, shoving forward for about a yard. It's going to be Ryland Duncan. They're going to get him up between the 19 and 20. For Oneida, offensively up front, John Selby is the center. The guards are Jaden Terry and Blake Couch. The tackles, Xavier Shoemaker and Briar Fry. The tight end, Hunter Shoemaker. Receivers, McLaurin Love, Tate West. Fullbacks, Elijah Phillips. The tailback here was Ryland Duncan, and the quarterback, of course, is Caden Rector. Oneida will have a 2nd and 11. They actually lost a yard there.
It's going to be tough sledding. I mean, you might as well settle in and get used to that.
From the shotgun, Rector with a running back to his left. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires across the middle. It's going to be knocked away from Tate West, making the breakup of the pass, Eli Sailors. And it will be 3rd down and 11. Stops the clock with 7:26 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, good throw right there. And the defensive back come up to make a good play right on him.
The ball was thrown on time, and just a good play by the DB, like you said, Mark. And both teams are kind of settling in. This first couple of series is probably going to be more of the same, and just taking each other's initial punches.
3rd down and 11 for the Indians. Rector from the shotgun, taking the snap, dropping back, setting up the screen. Pass is going to be dumped off. Hunter Shoemaker's got the catch. Driving forward, he's at the 25, still on his feet to the 20.
Oh, what a play.
To the 33, man. And Hunter Shoemaker carries a host of Wildcats for a First National Bank first down.
What a play that was. It looked like it was going to be knocked. The pass looked like it was going to be batted down. They set up the screen perfectly. Hunter Shoemaker got hit maybe after a 3 or 4 yard gain. Kept driving. There's another senior wanting to keep this thing rolling. Great job, Hunter Shoemaker.
Wow. Outstanding effort by Hunter Shoemaker, and now it's going to be Oneida 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Here's to give Ryland Duncan. He is hit in the backfield and stopped by Grant Hoover. The right defensive end makes the stop, and another loss of yardage on the ground. It's 2nd down and 11.
And old Mason Bowman was in there too. He's wanting to get a little payback for getting knocked around in his own offensive backfield.
And if that play did anything, the first down play by Shoemaker, it's got us out of the shadow of our own goalpost, guys. And no matter where this drive goes now with that first down, we've set ourselves up in a little bit better field position.
From the 31, Oneida with a 2nd and 11. It's going to be Rector on the slant looking for Lindbergh. Did he make the catch? They say yes. He rails it in at the 39-yard line. It was a low ball, had to be. Defenders there, and Lindbergh is able to keep it off the ground, makes the reception. It will be 3rd down and about 4 now for the Indians. They need their own 43. They'll snap it from their 39 on a 3rd and 4.
Really put them in a more manageable down here, John.
Yeah, and passing has been where we've got our positive yards, a 14-yard and a 7-yard pass completion right there. Our 2 run plays have both been in the negative territory. So what will we do here on 3rd and a long 4?
Well, the air has been kinder to the Indians. Let's see on this 3rd and 4. It's going to be Rector in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, looking to throw again, pumps. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Ball's in the air. It's going to be caught. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indians. McLaurin Love takes it all the way for the Indian touchdown.
You've got your leading receiver, 23 receptions. I was just fixing to say we haven't seen McLaurin Love in the passing game yet. Your leading receiver catches a touchdown pass. Great job.
Well, we kind of set them up, guys. We were kind of dinking it, throwing the underneath, and then we went long.
The extra point attempt, McLaurin Love will hold as he catches his own breath for his brother Aiden. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick from Aiden Love, and this kick is good. With 5:16 to play here in the first quarter, it is Oneida 7, Monterey 0.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Yeah, we don't have any volume hardly in a headset.
No. Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. The Oneida Indians on a 3rd and 4. Go deep. They go for the chunk, and it's a 59-yard touchdown pass to McLaurin Love, and the Indians have a 7-0 lead as the rain begins to fall. Jaden Anderson will kick it deep, and set to return it here is Eli Sailors from the 12 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25, makes a move 30, out to the 35, up to the 40, ropes down, and it's going to be a face mask on this. Jaden Anderson.
No, it's going to be a block in the back.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's thrown at the 42-yard line, and we'll see what the official has to say about it. It's going to be a hold. You're right, John. So Monterey will move backward with 4:50. The clock is once again running, though, so there's more clock issue.
Yeah, that was a heck of a return by Monterey. They got to the outside, up to the sideline. Jaden Anderson, the kicker, comes up to make the play. Jaden Anderson's in there at cornerback.
So it was a hold on Monterey, and it's going to move back just a bit, 10 yards. Back to the, looks like 32-yard line. So it was right at the end of that run when it occurred. And now Oneida's defense will be asked to, once again, try to get a stop against the Monterey Wildcats. From the shotgun, Matthew Montgomery with Mason Bowman to his left. 4 receivers, no tight ends here. Here's the snap, and it's going to be a pass to the middle. It's juggled incomplete. He tried to hit Aiden Reagan, the inside slot left, on a slant, and it was just a little bit behind him, and he dropped it.
Just a bit outside. And Colton Darty almost had a shot at it right there. And
if he catches that on the deflection, it's a pick six.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2nd down 10. Stops the clock with 4:32. You know, the clock kept running, and they let all that time stay off, which, I don't know, maybe that's to our advantage. I don't know. From the shotgun now on 2nd and 10, Montgomery brings a man in motion. No, not on the blitz. It's on the ground. The Indians have it. Oneida hops on that football. I think it was Matthew Brown, perhaps.
Right.
Oneida recovers the turnover at the 31-yard line of the Monterey Wildcats, and the Indians with a 7-0 lead and looking for more.
You hit on it. It started raining, and that ball just slipped out of their hand. It looked like a bad exchange. Looked like it was a design read, if you will, a read option, and he wanted to pull it from the running back, and it just slipped out, and it hit the ground. And I think the rain had something to do with that.
It will be Rector in the shotgun. Meredith to his left, Phillips to his right. Oneida at the 31 of Monterey. Fresh off this recovery of a fumble. Rector is going to take the snap, looking to throw again. Pumps. Now he's going deep down the right side, looking for Tate West. Incomplete.
Had it.
Oneida, very aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, they said they was going to throw the football tonight. I was talking to one of the coaches earlier, and he said we're going to come out and attack them. We think that they've got a real strong run defense, and we're going to come out throwing the football and see how it works. So far, we're doing pretty well at it.
Done very well, and we had that right there, just a little bit of misconnection there between the receiver and the quarterback, but we were behind the defense. If anything, this is going to soften them up. They've got their secondary backed up as we speak.
Second down and 10 at the 31. Phillips to the left, Meredith to the right. In the shotgun, Rector. Rector takes the snap, fakes to Phillips, and he's keeping. Rector bounces out to the right. He's at the 30. Stiff arms a man. He's up to the 26, to the 25, stretches to the 24. Caden Rector on the run is going to pick up about 7 yards on second down and bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, great read right there by Rector. He seen that the dive play wasn't there, John. He pulled it. Read it, went outside, and broke a couple of tackles on his way.
If nothing else, you got 2 running backs to each side of you, and it gives you a couple more blockers in that scenario too. And I believe it was a design for him to run all the way.
That's been a struggle at times this year of putting the ball on the ground in that very play. But Oneida going with it. Now they've got an I formation on 3rd down and 3. Shoemaker shifts tight end from right to left. And it's going to be Phillips in front of Ryland Duncan. Snap, here's the give. Duncan over the left side. They submarine him. He stretches, pushes. He's up to about the 23, I think. Oh, no, they're going to put it right back at the 24. Looks like a gain of 1, and it will be 4th down and 2 with 3:15 and ticking in the first quarter. Oneida leads 7-0. They're trying to make something out of a Monterey fumble here. The Indians have the ball at the Monterey 24 with a 4th and 3.
And that was something that Monterey had a little bit of trouble with last week, was holding on to the football. They had like 2 or 3 turnovers.
And I think we're going to take advantage of that turnover and go for it here on 4th down. We've got a very good field goal kicker, but we're going to go for it.
Rector in the shotgun. Duncan to his right, wing back left, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Rector running the pitch out to Ryland Duncan, trying to get to the corner. Duncan's at the 20, he's at the 15, he's at the 10, and he's taken out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out at the 12, but it's a First National Bank first down for the Indians on the shotgun option.
Yeah, what a wrinkle that was.
First time.
Yeah, great play by Coach May. Putting that in this week and getting that play out there. But great play. He got to the outside, picked up a big first down, made a 4th down conversion right there. Huge play to keep this thing going.
Colton Darty checks in at receiver in the slot left side. Oneida with a 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line. Meredith to the left of Rector. Shoemaker goes in motion across the formation. Here's the snap. Give. Meredith looking for the middle. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. T.J. Meredith up the middle, and the Indians lead 13-0 with 2:10 to play in the first quarter.
Looked like his legs was going 150 miles an hour. I mean,
they were churning.
Yeah, he busted through, broke a tackle down at about the 5-yard line, and then darted into the end zone. Great play, great blocking up front, John.
Hey, guys, we have come out and basically have done the best we could do, and we have put it to Monterey so far.
High snap. McLaurin gets it down. The kick from Aiden is on the way. It's good. Gotta love it. 2:10 to play.
We're
First
throwing
quarter.
haymakers.
Your score is Oneida 14, Monterey 0.
Wow.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. The Oneida Indians lead the Monterey Wildcats with 2:10 to play in the first quarter, 14-0, taking a Monterey turnover, turning it into 7 points. And now the kickoff from Jaden Anderson.
Wow.
It's going between the 2 return men all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Wow.
Oneida's
we
got
can
it
do
all
no
working.
wrong.
Yeah, he split them back there, and it went through the end zone. Great job by Jaden Anderson, because you don't want it in those 2 returners, hands. They can go to the house at any time. Indian defense come out, keep this thing rolling.
All right, the Oneida defense turned them over on the last possession. It was a 6 and out to open the game for Monterey. So the Wildcats and their junior quarterback, Matthew Montgomery, break huddle. He's got Mason Bowman to his right as he works from the shotgun. A bunch set over to the right. Y'all warned us about that. Little misdirection. He hands it to Bowman. He tries to push forward. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. It will be 2nd and 10 as both defensive lines are controlling the line of scrimmage tonight.
Well, they certainly are, and a big factor in that is big 78 C.J. King. That's number 4 on the night for him, and after a no gain, man, he's playing. He come to play tonight.
I'm telling you, it's senior night, and that senior is showing out so far on defense, guys. He really is. He's owning it right now on that defensive front.
Both teams come off a bye week as Montgomery is in the shotgun with Bowman to his right. Receiver left, 2 receivers right, wing back right. Here's the snap. He'll hand it to Bowman. Over the right side, he spins. Maybe a yard. Not much more. As the Indians collapse, it's going to be 3rd and 9 for Monterey at their own 21.
Rylan Duncan again, man, meeting him in the hole, bringing him down. No gain again. Great job by the Indian front 8.
And what about that scout that they have done on this Monterey bunch, Mark? I mean, we saw what they did, in the last few weeks, and this Oneida defense and the coordination that has gone on to put this defense out there. And they're doing things they haven't done all year is this Oneida defense, and they're doing it well so far.
Mark Martin very animated on the sideline here. Now from the shotgun, Montgomery on a 3rd and 9. They need their own 30. Here's the snap. Montgomery's going to have to throw it. Looks deep down the left side. It's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Eli Sailors. Jaden Anderson in the coverage. Monterey will have to punt. It is going to be 4th and 9 at their own 21.
Yeah, it almost looked like he had a step on Jaden Anderson, but Jaden Anderson made up ground really quick and was able to get in there a little bit out in front of him, but Jaden Anderson made up a lot of ground right there.
In the heavy rain. So a 3 and out again, or first time a 3 and out. Last time was a turnover. Now Abner Felix will punt with Limburg and Meredith already on the Monterey side of the 50. They're at the Monterey 45, set to return this punt. Here's the snap. He's inside his 10, rolls left, punts it away. It's going to go over the heads of the Indian return men. Limburg in retreat. Fields it at the 33. He's at the 35. He's up to the 40, tripped up as he stretches to the 41. It will be 1st and 10 Indians, and a flag down very late as there might have been an Oneida violation back deep in the territory. We'll see.
And the Oneida fans, I did not see it, but these Oneida fans, which are very knowledgeable, they did not like that at all.
Well, if it's against us, it was very, very late.
What did he call?
He called a block in the back.
That was after the –
So it's from the 32.
Wow.
So Oneida –
terrible call.
25 seconds to play in the first quarter.
And what would have been okay with it is if he would have pulled the flag out of his
instead
pocket.
of waiting until the run was over.
Yeah,
right?
it was already, the whistle had already blown, and then he pulled it out. I guess
maybe the rain.
And it's it's in essence it's a 20-yard penalty because of where we had the ball and where we're going to start. Regardless, in 3 drives for Monterey, only 1 first down, guys.
Oneida at their own 22. Rylan Duncan to the left of Caden Rector. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, wing back right. Here on 1st and 10, snap, handoff. Rylan Duncan is going to be brought down at the 20. That's going to be a loss of 2 yards here as Monterey is able to streak through, unblocked, bringing him down, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter, it would appear.
Yeah, it looks like they've got number 19, Rylan Duncan's number. They're really keying on him. That front 7 is keying on number 19. He's had 1 good run so far tonight, but, boy, they've done a good job against Riley.
All right, the first quarter comes to a close. We will take a break. Telling you the score at the end of 1 is the Oneida Indians 14, the Monterey Wildcats 0.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium. Dr. M.E. Thompson Field in the rain. Second down and 12. Oneida up 14-0 at their own 20. They hand it off to Rylan Duncan. He's going to be roped down in the backfield for no gain. It'll be a loss, actually, of about 3 yards and bring up, or 2 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 14. By the way, your pictures tonight that you're watching this live broadcast streaming, we want to thank Telepage for the internet service they provide for us this evening. And we're just excited to have this game for you tonight. Huge game with 11.5 to play in the first half. A region championship on the line as Oneida leads 14-0, but they're on 3rd and 14. They need their own 33 for a first down. They will snap it from the 18, from the 19, from the shotgun, Rector. And here's a flag on the snap. That's usually not a good indication for the offense. It's a false start. It's going to be a draw play, isn't it? Just to try to get some room.
I think you got to protect that 14-point lead and don't want to make no mistakes deep in your own territory right here. But they had what they wanted in that twin set. They had the underneath guy go down the sideline, and Monterey had bid on it. And that's the play we've seen them run in these situations. But we'll see.
So it's going to be 3rd down 19 for the Indians here.
I know we had some success with the screen play before, but they've got about 7-8 guys right up at the line of scrimmage. They're going to be ready for that.
Yeah, they're going to be ready for that.
We have a timeout for the Indians. We'll take the same. 11:02 to play here in the first half. The Indians, big first quarter, trying to extend it to the second. We take the break. Your score, it's Oneida 14, Monterey 0.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. Things coming together for the Indians here in the first quarter, but they face a stiff test here on a 3rd and 19 from their own 13-yard line. John, you think you saw something maybe there?
Well, we'll see.
Maybe later, not now?
Well, they were in the twin set, and they go back to it, and what they were looking like they were going to do is run a little Q in the inside guy, but they've got the safety now over top of this, so it won't work. We'll see.
Caden Rector from the shotgun, Rylan Duncan to his left on 3rd and 19. Little misdirection. He hands it off to Duncan. Duncan's going to drive through the right side. He's up to the 20. Ooh. He's out to the 24 and just almost a step away from breaking it more. But that's good yardage for the Indians to get 11 on that 3rd and 19. So it'll be 4th and 8, and Oneida will punt for the first time tonight. Jaden Anderson comes in. He stands inside his 10, set to punt this. Now, at this point, Monterey has nobody deep. Now they're going to back up Chandler Bowden and Eli Sailors, both good returners. Move back at about their own 46, and here's Jaden Anderson.
There we go.
Dropping it. It's going to drive back Bowden. He'll fair catch it with no one around back at the 33-yard line. That's a field flip by Jaden Anderson with 10:16 to play in the first half. Oneida leads 14-0.
Huge kick right there.
He's following in Mr. Morgan's footsteps, right? Got to live up to the guy that was in front of you, right?
Yep.
Hey, the stat right now that we got, 118 yards of offense for Oneida, 16 for Monterey. This defense is pitching a shutout in more than one way right now.
The only thing that concerns me with Oneida on offense is we've had 4 negative plays in the running game so far.
Now we have a different set. Monterey under center is the quarterback Montgomery, and they have a fullback ahead of Bowden. This is going to be sweeping off to the left. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, and it's going to be Bowman. I'm sorry, I said Bowden. It was Bowman. Out blocking from a fullback position, Carter Charlton. Now he began as a tight end, but in this case he becomes the fullback, and a very successful play and a first down for Monterey up to their own 45.
And that's what I don't come out of that set and I run that play left and right until Oneida stops it if I'm Monterey, guys. They have no success in the middle, in the teeth, right there where C.J. King's been playing. So now they're going quick pitch and going to the outside. Mark, don't you do it until they stop?
I do, yes, absolutely.
Charlton in front of Bowman. Wingback goes in motion left to right. Here's the give. Bowman over the right side. Indians collapse, but he still pushes the pile forward. And then a late hit perhaps on Oneida as Bowman tumbles out to the Oneida to the Monterey 48. Let's see what the flag is.
Bowman is very active. He pancaked one of our offensive linemen earlier and did a great job of it, but he was down in his face giving him the what for, the business, and the referee came over and chided him a little bit. Now we get a penalty with that same young man from what it appears. He's very active in everything he does, great player, but he's also very vocal in what he does.
That one's on us.
Yeah,
well, they're going the wrong way if the referee's pointed in the direction it appears.
Oh, wow.
We'll see.
It's going to be a personal foul against Monterey and against Oneida.
Oh, wow.
Offsetting penalties. So there you go. That's fair. And it will be 2nd and 10 for the Monterey Wildcats from their own 45.
I would say there's a little jawing going in 53, and C.J. King picked him up and body slammed him.
Well, and like I said, 53 has got his warning that I saw from the official. We can't get involved in none of that going forward. We have a 14-0 lead. We just need to do what we've been doing.
So it's going to be 1st and 10, Monterey. Again, up under center is Matthew Montgomery and Mason Bowman dotting the I. They'll pitch it to Bowman, sweeping out to the left side, following his blockers out near midfield. He's driven out of bounds just shy of the 50. About 4.5 yards for Mason Bowman on the carry. Knocked out of bounds. The clock continues to run. Now they stop it. Well, they're waving to stop it. Did it stop?
No, it has not.
And that's happened a couple of times. It's still rolling.
Run it out.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
He must not be stopping the clock here. It's going to be 4 yards on the carry for Mason Bowman. 2nd down and 6. Remember, Monterey won the toss and took the football. So Oneida slated to get the ball to start the second half. With 8:45 and ticking, now Monterey back to the shotgun on 2nd down and 6. High snap, fake to Bowman, fires the pass. It's going to be complete. Receiver making the catch, Aiden Reagan. He'll stretch forward to about the 40-yard line for a Monterey Wildcat. 1st down with 8.5 to play in the first half. Oneida leads 14-0.
Yeah, they're just taking the receivers and setting down in there in between the linebackers and the defensive backs and making good catches.
And I fully expect them to come back to that, and they're going to pump that, and they're going to go. I mean, they're setting us up. So we're doing the right thing. We're keeping it all in front of us. Yes, it was a 1st down, but let's just roll with it. Keep it in front of us. Don't give up the big play.
Montgomery from the shotgun. Bowman to his left. Bunch set right. They give it to Bowman. Oneida slows him in the backfield. Bowman's 2nd effort. He gets across the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Tripped up as he falls down to the 33, and an Indian down in the backfield right now. It's the first man that was in back there that almost had the big stop for loss of yardage, and I think Selby. It winds up being let's call it a 6-yard gain. And it will be 2nd down and 4 at the 34. Selby's off under his own power. He's good.
That's good to see. And what he did, he sold out and almost had the running back in the backfield. And when I say he sold out, he laid out and he banged on the ground. And let's just hope that's something to do with maybe getting the air knocked out of him or something, guys. But let's hope he's right back out there. It was a sellout play, and he did a great job. The running back was able to get away and get positive yardage.
Inside 8 minutes, first half. Oneida leads 14-0. 2nd and 4, Monterey going to air. Down the left side, overthrown, incomplete. Jaden Anderson was there in coverage. Eli Saylor's the intended receiver. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for Monterey at the Oneida 34-yard line. That stops the clock. 7:46 to play in the first half.
And they took their shot, guys. They've been setting us up, and you can expect that. You got to figure they're in 4-down territory here inside the Oneida 35. So we'll see what they do on 3rd and 4.
It's a rainy senior night, but a lot of Indian fans in attendance here this evening with the umbrellas up.
20% chance of rain, right?
3rd down and 4. Monterey at the Oneida 34. Montgomery takes the snap, hands to Bowman off the right side. He needs the 30. He's got the 31. It's going to be 4th down. 4th, he's got the 31 and a half.
I think he's going, yeah.
It's going to be 4th and about half a yard for Monterey. They got to have the Oneida 30 for a 1st down, so it's 4th down for the Wildcats.
Big play for both sides of the football right here. We have not seen the quarterback keep it, Mark.
Yeah, I would come right back either with that play or a quarterback sneak because, I mean, he's a load to bring down. It'll be tough right here. He'll get up under center.
And it's not a conventional 4th down play, but we have not stopped that pitch either.
No.
Montgomery in the shotgun. Bowman to his left. They need half a yard. Montgomery takes the snap. He's going for it. He's hit, but he's going to drive forward for the 1st down. He gets inside the 40 or 30-yard line. We'll spot it at the 29, and it will be a Monterey Wildcat 1st down with 6:50 and ticking in the 1st half. The Wildcats trail 14-0, and they're now at the Oneida 29 with a fresh set of downs.
Man, it looked like C.J. King had him. It looked like he had him. He brought him down, but, man, it was just – he just got about a yard.
He's such a big kid, the quarterback,
Yeah.
and he was leaning forward when C.J. grabbed him, and his momentum took him that way. C.J. needed a little bit of help, and they needed a yard, and they got a yard and a half.
Matthew Montgomery in the shotgun. Mason Bowman to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 1st and 10 at the Oneida 29. Montgomery with 6:15 on the 1st half clock brings a man in motion from right to left. Montgomery takes the snap, looking left, fires. It's going to be tipped and caught by the receiver as he's pushed out of bounds. Chandler Bowden tipped off his hands, the concentration to bring it in, and then he hangs on as he goes out of bounds. Only a yard gain. It will be 2nd down 9. Stops the clock with 6:05 to play in the 1st half.
Yeah, it looked like it hit him. Kind of. It was behind him, popped up in the air. Great concentration by Bowden to get the reception. Colton Darty being all over him to bring him out of bounds.
Yeah, and this rain seems to be getting harder, guys, as we go. And
definitely,
it's just an interesting, weird night. Oneida leads 14-0 with 6 minutes left before halftime. And Monterey trying to change that.
Matthew Montgomery in the shotgun on 2nd and 9. He hands to Mason Bowden, sweeping out right, cuts inside, drug down from behind Cameron Kidd. Wraps the paws on him and slides to a stop at the 27. It will be 3rd down and 7. And, John, you aren't kidding. That's a heavy rain coming down.
Yeah.
When you look up at the stadium lights, it may not show up on the screen at home for you, but this is a downpour now with a 3rd and 7 facing Monterey at the Oneida 27.
And it's starting to set a little bit on the grass, set a little bit in the field, and you could see the running back tried to set his feet, and he just slid down. So it's going to be all about taking care of that football from here on out if this keeps up.
Oneida leads 14-0. Monterey with a 3rd and 7 in a heavy rain. Montgomery from the shotgun. He'll take the snap, fakes to Bowden. He's looking to throw. It dumps in, incomplete, nearly intercepted. T.J. Meredith broke on it. They were going for the pass to Byron Boras, and Meredith nearly knocked it incomplete. With that heavy rain, you would think even if they got a good field goal kicker that they're outside of the range, which would be here a 44-yard attempt. Monterey's going to go for it. They've got to have the Oneida 19-yard line. They'll snap it from the Indian 27-yard line with 5:14 to play in the 1st half. Oneida leading 14-0. Big 4th down here for the Monterey Wildcats. Matthew Montgomery in the shotgun. Mason Bowman to his left. The rain slacks up just a bit. Trips left. Here's the snap. And it's going to be Montgomery looking deep down the right side. It's going to be incomplete. Turnover on downs as the Oneida defense turns away the Wildcats. Montgomery wanted a flag, but it was just good coverage downfield.
It was blanket coverage downfield by Landon Lindbergh. That's right.
That's right. They put him on an island. They put trips to the left. Had a single receiver on Lindbergh with no safety help. He had to take care of it. He got him to his outside, pushed him to the sideline, played it textbook. The pass was overthrown. I don't know what they were complaining about. Lindbergh played it perfectly.
So now Oneida with 5:08 to play in the 1st half in a heavy downpour with a 14-0 lead, will snap it from their own 27-yard line. Under center now, Caden Rector taking the snap, hands it off to Rylan Duncan over the left side, makes a juke move out to the 29, close to the 30. About a 2.5-yard gain on first down. Clock runs inside 5 minutes to play in the first half. It will be second and 8, we'll call it.
Yeah, they're just so strong up front.
And everything's going to get a little bit more dicey and a little bit more complicated with this rain falling and the ground conditions the way they are. We haven't played in the rain this year that I remember. So, I mean, it's just a little bit different. But we got a 14-0 lead. We get the ball to start the second half. We just don't need to make any mistakes. Take care of the football right here.
Oneida in the I formation. Phillips in front of Duncan on 2nd down and 8. Here's the snap. They give. Duncan follows Phillips off the left side, 30. He's at the 35. Flag comes in, 40, 45, 50. And he's going to be at the 45, at the 40, down to the 36.
Late hit
by
from
Monterey. But let's see if there was a hold that sprung him back here at the 32. We'll hold and see what they say. I think it is going to be a hold.
Should have been a late flag
against
up
the
here.
Indians back at the 32. So that will move it back to the 22. It will be
run.
2nd down for Oneida. 2nd down and let's call it 15.
This bunch must have come from the dang Cookville-Crossville area because they're holding
Did they get off the bus with the
I'm
Monterey?
telling you, that's terrible. Terrible. They had that may have been very well a hold, but they should have been a late hit penalty down here.
I mean, they just piled on him.
But it was a good run through
Great
the middle,
run.
which
Awesome
we haven't
run.
seen.
Great stiff arm. My goodness.
Yeah.
Get off me.
2nd down, 15. Phillips in front of now T.J. Meredith with the receiver to either side. On 2nd and 15, here's the snap to give Meredith over the left side, and a flag comes in
be the same
behind the play.
It's going to be the same call.
From the field judge, I guess.
It's going to be the same call.
It's the same official.
I mean, we see you. We know you're here.
With 3:55 to go in the first half.
You don't have to let everybody know you're here. We know.
Oneida leads 14-0. They're going to mark it off from the 24-yard line. This is going to be a chop block.
Oh.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
That's going to take it back to the 12. So Oneida's going to be at the 12-yard line. Right. 12-yard line with a 2nd down and 25.
Yeah, well, we got engaged there, and then another one come over and hit him. I guess I didn't see what happened, but
it was the same thing that we've seen a little bit earlier. I mean, the flag came out quick. I just assumed it was a hold because, you got to engage high and hit the same player low. So that's usually but man, happened quick.
All right, 2nd down and 25 for the Indians.
Rain's not letting up.
They'll snap it from their 12. The clock runs down to 3 minutes and 40 seconds. The play clock is inside 10 seconds as Caden Rector gets under center. Phillips in front of Meredith. On 2nd and 25, give us to Phillips. Bashing through the middle, he gets up to the 15. Gain of 3 for Elijah Phillips. Clock will run with 3:20 and ticking here in the first half. Oneida leads 14-0. But now faces a 3rd down and 22.
It's getting chippy in the trenches, Mark.
Yeah, it is. And I believe they're going foot to foot. They got big C.J. King in there at the right or the left tackle, and they're wanting to move them off the line of scrimmage. And
they've got 3 timeouts. Does Monterey thought they might use one there? Save some of this time.
Inside 3 minutes, they may after the stop here. Let's see on 3rd down, 22, I formation. Indians snap it. Here's the give. It's going to be Meredith again over the left side. He'll push it out to about the 20. And then with 2:40 and ticking, Monterey at this point not asking for a timeout. And Oneida can run another 30 seconds off the clock should they choose. Monterey already, they may as well let them now.
Do we let it just run down and take a timeout so we make sure we get it all?
Yes, I agree with that. Jaden Anderson stands at his own 9-yard line.
Coach May's right down there at the end of where he can stand next to the official, so that may be what he's going to do. We'll see.
Chandler Bowden and Salem. Nope, Oneida will punt it away.
Get it out of here.
Anderson punts to Chandler Bowden, who fair catches it at his own 43-yard line. And I know, John, that would frustrate you to death if it was one of ours because he had some room to move, but I'm glad he did it. With 2:04 to play in the first half, Monterey, with a full complement of timeouts, will have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They trail 14-0.
So far, he's taken their return game out of the equation, has Jaden Anderson, by those monster punts.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job of getting a lot of hang time. And, you know, with the weather, I think the return guys, they're probably doing what they've been instructed from the sideline and make the fair catch call, trying to save field position and not have a turnover in these conditions.
All right, the rain is not as harsh as it was on their last possession. Trips left, one receiver to the right for Monterey. Shotgun Montgomery. Bowman to his left. He fakes to him. He fires it out. Receiver with a couple of blockers out in front. Catch is made. He's forward across the Oneida territory down to the 45 to the 44. Eli Sailors makes the catch. Had a couple of blockers. And now the clock rolls to a minute 56.
And they're going fast.
Monterey on the ball.
They got a triple stack in the receivers to the left side.
Montgomery from the shotgun. Oneida wants a timeout. Too many on the field as they made a substitution. So with a minute 50 to play, we take the break. Your score is Oneida 14, Monterey 0.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Starline. Welcome back to Jim May Stadium. I'm just trying to get the truth here with a minute 50 to go. Telepage bringing you the internet service that's bringing you these pictures tonight, and we're appreciative of that.
You know,
what a night to have it.
He's not going to tell you the truth.
I know. 1st and 10, Monterey at the Oneida 43-yard line. Montgomery in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands to Bowman. Bowman finds some room in the middle. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. Spins off a man as he's going to be escorted all the way to the 25 before he's done. It will be 1st and 10 Monterey at the Oneida 25 with a minute 40 to play in the first half.
Yeah, what a great run by Bowman and helping him out at the end of the play. 20 yards downfield was that offensive lineman, Grant Hoover. He was down there pushing him forward, trying to get him more yardage.
That ball's got to be slick.
Spreading you out to run. What they're kind of doing.
They're hanging on to it, though. Montgomery in the shotgun. Bowman to his right on 1st and 10 at the Oneida 25. Here's the snap. He fakes to Bowman. He throws on the slant. It's going to be complete. Making the catch is going to be Chandler Bowden. Oneida will bring him down, but not before he gets down to the Indian 8-yard line where it's going to be 1st and goal Monterey. But now Bowden is going to have to come off. He's kind of hopping on that ankle. Left ankle is messed up for Bowden. It was Tate West making the stop here. Monterey trying to get on the line and get going. 1st and goal with a minute to play. They're at the Oneida 8. Here's the snap, and the give is to Bowman. He's tripped up, falls down at the 7, and the Monterey will burn a timeout. 54 seconds to play first quarter. We take the break. Your score, it's Oneida 14, Monterey 0.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Yeah, well, that's what 7 weeks will do to you.
Oh, had to get that in.
I don't care. I'm just thankful for what we got. Are we back? No. Welcome back to Jim May Stadium, Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. 2nd and goal at the 8 for Monterey. Montgomery from the shotgun, fakes to Bowman, throws the pass out. Hold. Going to be caught down to the 5. Driving forward on the catch is going to be Eli Sailors.
I don't know
what you got to do. He'll be stopped at the 4. It will be 3rd and goal at the 4 for Monterey with 43 seconds to play. And we're going to keep it right here because, Mark, you noticed, or John L. noticed on that last play, last time they ran that quick screen, Coach May called the timeout because he had somebody he wanted to get over there to make the stop. This time they play it well.
Yeah, they did. Elijah Phillips was the one who eventually come over there and made the play, but they had that boxed up pretty good.
And they just manhandled the guy that, I mean, they held us. They just basically horse-collared us.
No, they didn't, because they didn't call it.
You're exactly right.
You know?
It's
so,
third and goal.
To your point, Tim, we did play it much better.
3rd and goal at the 4. Monterey needs 4 yards. They trail Oneida 14-0. Oneida slated to get the ball to start the second half.
Huge play right here.
Rain's still coming. It's not a downpour that it was, but it is really steady. And Monterey has burned now their second timeout.
No, I don't think they got left. I don't think they do.
Yes, they do. One
do.
timeout left. Here we go. 3rd and goal from the 4 for Monterey. It will be Montgomery in the shotgun. Bowman to his right in a tight set from the Oneida 4, 3rd and goal. Montgomery takes the snap and hands off to Bowman, sweeping over to the left. He slowly looks forward, spins, drives for the end zone, touchdown. Monterey, it was the second effort. Credit Mason Bowman. Oneida had him down behind the line, but Bowman wouldn't take no for an answer as he gets it in the end zone for the score.
Yeah, he just kept battling, and the Indians played it pretty good. We had a chance to get him down maybe for a yard gain, but he just kept spinning and moving, and he's a hard back to bring down on the first attempt, but he was able to push it in the end zone.
Yeah, we had guys with hands on him in the backfield, just couldn't get him on the ground.
Extra point attempt. It will be Abner Felix, the sophomore kicker, a lefty, left footer, trying to go for the extra point, the all-important extra point. Low snap. The kick is no good. It's on the ground. Monterey picks it up and now will be brought down, so the extra point is
huge.
No good.
Huge play right there.
35 seconds to play here in the first half. We take the break with your score. It's Oneida 14, Monterey 6.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. Christina Henry has gotten word here that she is watching us. My goodness, she must not have much to do.
Bless her
heart. We love Christina.
Yes, we
do.
Absolutely, we love you, and we're glad to have you along tonight. An exciting game with 35.5 seconds to play in the first half. Oneida leads 14-6. Oneida's slated to get the ball to start the second half, and now Monterey is going to kick it off. It's a high hanger. Fair catch, Todd Derrick Ryan. That 2 and 3 in the rain. That's what I'm going to blame, not my age. Up to the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Indians with 35 seconds to play in the first half. Monterey's got one timeout. Oneida has one or two timeouts. Monterey's out of timeouts. My mistake.
And we've kind of had to stop of the attacking style of offense that we've seen early on because we've had bad field position
and the weather.
And the weather.
Yeah. So it would be a real surprise to see Oneida do anything besides take it to the locker room right here. But we've been surprised already in this game. I formation. Monterey's getting ready for a surprise. They've got their folks back as the handoff is to Elijah Phillips. He bangs through the middle, and the clock will start. Neither team is stopping the clock here, nor does Oneida look like they're in an animated fashion to get back on the ball. So I think we're going to go to a halftime locker room with Oneida having an 8-point lead. So the Indians trying to keep their fight alive for a possible region championship. Monterey trying to lock one down. We'll take the break and be back with your halftime features. Your score at the half. It's Oneida 14, Monterey 6.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
High school football is on the air. The Oneida Indians, the Scott Highlanders, with Tim Smith, Rick Keaton, and their entire broadcast teams. This is Tennessee.
Bank, Scenic Foods, El Rey, Razax, South Fork Physical Therapy, Lumber King, Potter's Ace Hardware, Salvage LLC, and by title sponsor, First National Bank.
Produced by the IH Sports Network, Friday Night Football begins now.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium on what started out as a not rainy night, turned into a rainy night, but the Indians began to rain offense from the very beginning of this when they touched the football. But first, Monterey won the toss tonight, and the Monterey Wildcats, 5-2, coming in looking to slam shut a region championship here on Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. They said, we want the football to start things off. They got a good return out to the 41-yard line, got a fresh set of downs on the Oneida side of the 50, but the Indians came up with a stop. Oneida started their drive from deep in their own territory and got the football up to the 39-yard line. And then on third down, it was Caden Rector going deep down the left side, looking for McLaurin Love, and it was a 61-yard pass completion to put Oneida on the board first, 6-0. After the extra point, Oneida led 7-0, 5:16 left in the first quarter. In the second quarter, in the first quarter as well, the Indians then come up with a 3-and-out against Monterey. Just flat stopped them, took the football, and drove the field, it wasn't a 3-and-out. It was a fumble on second down for Monterey. They put the ball on the ground. Oneida recovers it, and the Indians take the football and wind up punching it in as T.J. Meredith takes it in from 12 yards out up the middle for the touchdown. Aiden Love with the extra point, and Oneida with 2:10 to play in the first quarter led 14-0. The Indian defense continued to be outstanding against Monterey. The Oneida offense had moments, had another first down or two, but then Monterey put together a good drive to end the first half as they were set up with pretty good field position. It came on the back of a couple of big penalties against the Indians. Oneida actually got down to Monterey 36 with a Ryland Duncan run, but it was called back on penalties. The Indians wind up back in their own territory deep, and they punt it away, and Monterey takes the drive down and caps it off on a third down run from the 4-yard line by Mason Bowman. With 35 seconds to play in the first half, Monterey got on the board. 6 points for them as they lined up for the extra point with Abner Felix. The snap skidded across the wet turf and was never really recovered cleanly by anyone. until Monterey lineman picked it up, and he was going nowhere with it. He had gray jerseys, as the Indians are in the smoky grays tonight, all over him. They bring him down for no gain, and the Indians get the kickoff and just run out the clock here in the first half, and now that's where we are as halftime ticks away with about 15 minutes left in the half. A region championship hanging in the balance, and Oneida holds the lead 14-6. The Indians are slated to get the ball to start the second half, Mark.
Yeah, and I think we need – I mean, I know that the weather changes things for you a little bit on offense, but the way the Indians was attacking and doing those things really had Monterey confused and not used to seeing the Indians come out throwing the football like that. I think even though it's raining, I think we got to keep putting it in the air, John, and try to keep them backed off the line of scrimmage, because that's the only way that we're really going to be able to get a running game going.
Yeah, if you become one-dimensional,
yeah,
Monterey's going to win this thing. I mean, they're going to come back. They're going to have their chances. You can't become one-dimensional. I don't foresee us doing that. I mean, we've done it all year. We've been pretty balanced on our offensive attack. We've taken what the defense have given us more often than not. Now, if they don't put somebody in the middle of the field and they're protecting it against the run, we got to exploit that.
A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to a very rainy Jim May Stadium and Dr. Emmy Thompson Field, as the Indians lead here at halftime by a score of 14-6. Taking a look at our first half statistics. First downs, Oneida only had 4 first downs there in the first half to Monterey's 8 on the ground. The Indians rushed the ball 15 times for 52 yards. Monterey 16 carries for 59 yards. Through the air, Oneida was 3 of 5 for 82 yards, while Monterey was 6 of 11 for 53. Total yardage in the first half, Oneida 134 yards, Monterey 112 yards. Penalties, Oneida was penalized 4 times for 37 yards, Monterey once for 10. And turnovers, Monterey has turned the ball over once. Oneida, no turnovers there in the first half. And time of possession, the Indians 11 minutes 6 seconds, the Wildcats 12 minutes 20 seconds. Once again, your halftime score is the Oneida Indians 14, the Monterey Wildcats 6. We'll go ahead and take another break and be back right after this.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only
a deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing, a produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.A. Thompson Field. Mark, the rain coming down pretty good. We went out to make sure. We wanted to experience it so that we could share with others what it's like. And
get the feel of the game.
You know, one time many years ago, Jared caught and identified just exactly what we found out.
Yeah, the rain is it's really wet.
It's really wet.
Yeah, it's really wet.
It's not something you usually have to worry about in basketball games, but now in football games.
Unless Coach Harper spills something. That's a story to itself.
Oh, goodness.
Real quick, guys, want to remind everybody we got our big game coming up Tuesday night. It's kind of an unusual night, but it's going to be these.
Hey, let me stop you right there.
Okay.
A couple of big games
Tuesday night.
Now,
yeah.
You're going to leave somebody out.
Somebody out.
Make sure you're the announcer, so I know you know this.
Go ahead.
No, I have no idea. I know it wasn't one of them because they come up and told me.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, John L.
Well, you have the middle school and the Lady Indian soccer team both competing on Tuesday night.
Not the middle school soccer team.
The middle school football team.
Oh, okay. Clarify that.
I'm sorry. There you go.
Okay. I'll get the middle school football team, and you get the Lady Indians. You can tell us about that. Okay, the middle school football team is going to be here at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field in Jim May Stadium Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, taking on the Rockwood Tigers in the semifinals of the playoffs. Then the winner of that game will advance to La Follette on October the 30th to play in the championship game. Now, John L., what's the other game there on Tuesday night?
It'll be the Lady Indian soccer. They will be playing in tournament action. They'll be at home at 6:30 against Greenback.
Yeah.
Greenback's a
he had to take his headset off and ask Ben.
Well, I mean, you got to use your tools, man. Ben is an excellent tool.
John's a 5-tool guy. So, there you go. Rockwood is 49-6 over Wartburg right now.
Woo! Hey, I think Rockwood has found a groove. I think they're rounding into playoff form.
Oh, and this as
well.
And Rockwood's
they got sharp
on
us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't know if you got to watch any of the Rockwood Monterey game, but Monterey kind of mashed on Rockwood and nullified all of that speed, man. They couldn't get the edge against Monterey. They really couldn't.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back from the break.
To Tennessee, because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Home-style cooking with friendly service and a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razak's. Razak's offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razak's has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razak's on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razak's, country cooking and great steaks.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium, Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. If you're having trouble, anybody having trouble with Facebook, or you know somebody that might be, YouTube's got a good steady stream going. So there have been some Facebook things going tonight, but YouTube's going strong right now. You can let folks know. Also, we're getting ready for this second half, and the Indians are out of the locker room now as we're inside 2 minutes to play, or 2 minutes before we resume play here in this second half. Monterey's coming out. What's Monterey coach Mark tell his team?
Well, we finished off the first half here on a high note. We got to kick them the football. We come out and make a big stop. We've stopped them besides a couple of drives there in the first half, and we've really picked it up after the first quarter. So we got to keep things moving, the momentum in our favor. We got to come out 3 and out, get the football back, and go tie this thing up.
John, what about Oneida? What's their take on this?
Done a great job in the first half. We executed. We hit them on a couple of big plays. We need to establish ourselves with the run game, but this thing is far from over. It's basically a one-score game with a 2-point conversion, so we cannot let down. We got to keep bringing the pressure. We need to keep them at bay defensively, and on offense, we're going to still attack. We need to attack.
Kevin, give us that weather report you gave the stadium here.
I told them, according to the radar, that the rain was moving out, but I didn't want to jinx it.
So you told them anyway?
So
I told them anyway, yeah.
That made, yeah. Okay.
And it has. You can look into the lights, and there's nothing but a mist, if anything, coming down now.
And I think
but now the field has taken a lot.
Oh, yeah, it has, and it could.
Well, that was according to Roger Ward's phone, so if it's wrong, it's his fault.
Okay. The band, during the band comp, they must have been playing a rain dance song or something, because they got hammered. It was really coming down when the band was performing.
But now the field's held up real well. So far, great condition for this time of year, especially. It's held up real well, and it's taken all the water so far.
Well, and I mean, the way things were going with that rain at the end of the first half, the Indians, a lot of their success had been through the air, and that was going to be a tough thing to do if it continued to pour as heavily as it did, and it had to get to be a one-dimensional running thing that we had some success in, but more often than not, Monterey was able to handle the Indian running game. If we can keep it like this, then we still got that dual threat, right? I mean, do you see it that way?
I do, and I think they were selling out to stop the run. They had no safeties. They were playing man-to-man on the corners, and if they continue to do that, I think we got to keep up with the passing attack. And I Love on the edge and West and all those receivers, I think we take some shots down the field.
I think you got to. I think you got to keep doing that, keep them guys backed up if you can, and get the run game going.
Let's get one more break for our sponsors, and then second half kickoff coming up. Your halftime score, it's Oneida 14, Monterey 6.
Odds are there's a Potter's Ace Hardware right in your neighborhood, with expert advice and the right tools and supplies to make your quick fixes even quicker. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their stuff. Potter's Ace has a convenient location on Industrial Lane here in Oneida. Visit the helpful folks at Potter's Ace for all your home improvement needs. Potter's Ace, the helpful place.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
Good. No.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. The Oneida Indians will receive the second half kickoff. Here it comes. It's going to bounce and fielded by Landon Lindbergh. He's at the 25, he's at the 30, he's at the 35, airborne out to the 38-yard line where the Indians will take over. 1st and 10. Oneida leads 14-6. We have, I don't even see a mist now as I look up into the lights, really even falling. We have a cessation of precipitation. And so Oneida will have a 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line with an 8-point lead.
You're confusing Mark.
It will be Tate West, McCorn Love split wide to the right. From the shotgun, Caden Rector with Ryland Duncan to his right. Elijah Phillips across the formation from left to right on 1st and 10. Snap, give to Ryland Duncan. Tries to break it out to the left, and he's going to lose about a yard here. It will be 2nd down and 11 for Oneida.
Well, we just didn't block 18. We just didn't block Montgomery coming from his linebacker position. He come over the left side, chased the play down, and brought him down for a yard loss.
8. They got 8 guys up at the line of scrimmage, and they're all coming. I mean, it's hard to block them all. But the thing is, if you do get past that initial wave, you got a good chance of going a long way.
2nd down and 11 now for Oneida. They'll snap it from their 36-yard line. Here's the snap. Rector fires it out right side. Catch is made. Monterey gets out to make the stop. It'll be a yard fought hard for by McLaurin Love, but it was Carter Charlton. He'd done the film study, saw that coming, got out there and made the stop.
Yeah,
it'll be 3rd and 10.
He was first guy there, number 10, then number 18, Montgomery, come over to finish it off. But when they're attacking us, they know what's coming.
Yeah, now they're going to drop back with a 2 safety look. So it'll be interesting. We've got to be careful here. Can't make a mistake in the passing game as far as throwing an interception. We do go with 3 receivers, but you can also run against what they're showing.
Left side's the wide side of the field. Rector in the shotgun. Running back and a blocking back on the left side. Here's the snap. Rector rolling left. Has some pressure. Trying to escape it. He won't do it. Getting back there, Grant Hoover from the right defensive end position, and he'll come up with the sack. It'll be 4th down. Oneida will be forced to punt.
Well, first thing you got to do is you got to make sure old 53 is blocked for Monterey, and we just did not block him. We had 2 guys. He cut through right, split them, and we got back there and got a hold of Rector's jersey and brought him down.
And it was blanket coverage in the secondary as well. Had nowhere to go with it.
Bowden and Sailors deep to return. They're at their own 36. Jaden Anderson stands at his 20. Here's the snap. Anderson has it. He'll get a clean punt away. A high hanger, and they're going to let it bounce. He thought about calling for the fair catch, and then he backed away from it, did Eli Sailors, and it benefits Oneida as the ball rolls all the way down to the 25-yard line of Monterey. Another good punt. Jaden Anderson doing a nice job here tonight, and it is 1st and 10 for the Monterey Wildcats. They'll work from their own 25-yard line.
And just exactly what they needed, a 3 and out by the Indians, and they're coming out, and they're going to want to make a statement right here.
And Oneida, our defense has played extremely well. We gave up the touchdown right before the half, I know, but they've played well in this game and to holding them to only 6 points in a half.
So Montgomery from the shotgun, Mason Bowman to his right. Wing back to either side, receiver to either side. It's going to be Charlton in motion. Here's the snap and the give. Bowman sweeping off to the left with that extra blocker, trying to get to the corner. He's at the 30-yard line, still on his feet, 35. out near the 40-yard line. It's going to be about a 15-yard carry on first down for Mason Bowman. Monterey will have a 1st and 10 at their own 40.
Man, it looks like they've got everybody out in front of him over there. They had a pulling guard, a receiver, tight end. It looked like they had 15 people out there in front of him.
It ain't enough to string it out almost on that play. You almost have to get somebody to get penetration to turn him back or get him off course, because when he gets behind that wave of blockers, it's going to be down the field 10 yards.
From the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 Monterey. Snap. Now Bowman's going to try the left side. Nothing there. He runs into a wall at the 41. They might give him a yard, no more. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
That is C.J. King territory, guys, and he has held up extremely well in the middle tonight. They have really not been productive going off guard or A-gap at all tonight, Mark.
No, none whatsoever. And A, B, or C, really. Well, C more so than anything, but when they run, it's big CJ. He's brought them down.
2nd down 9. Montgomery in the shotgun. Bowman to his left, blocking back in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. They give to Bowman. Now he's sweeping off to the right. Eludes one man. Wants to cut it up. Now it's going to be at the 43 to the 44, out to the 45-yard line. And Bowman picks up about 3 yards. It will be 3rd down and 6. As Mason Bowman was able to shed a couple of tackles. He is tough to bring down. He's just a junior, by the way, both the quarterback and the running back.
Thanks for that.
It'll be 3rd and 6. Monterey needs the Oneida 49 for a 1st down.
You know, he got 3 yards that he had no business even getting, guys. We had him wrapped up. Should have been for no gain or a loss, and he just wiggled and wormed and twisted and got what he could there. Big stop is what we need right here on defense. Goes without saying.
So Montgomery with Bowman to his left on 3rd down and 6. They'll snap it from their 45. They need the Oneida 49. Here's the snap. They give to Bowman off the right side. Big hole. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. Slips and falls down at the Oneida 43 as he was cutting back to the interior. It will be a fresh set of downs for Monterey, but the slippery turf helps the Indians keep that from being bigger than it was.
And he had a blocker in front of him, and I think if he cut back, he was going to go to the house.
And that stacked triple set of receivers, we have no answer for that set, and they can do whatever they want to when they get in that formation. And I was scared of the stack 3, which was closer to the line of scrimmage, coming in and watching them in film. But this set that they're going back into now, it's just undefensible.
They have an I formation of receivers off to the left. Here's the snap, and it's going to be Montgomery. Heavy rush, C.J. King brings him down for a sack. Back at the 45 of Monterey.
They wanted the home run. I stand corrected. It is very defensible. They wanted the home run out of that stacked set. Instead of throwing it to the back guy, they all went deep, and that takes a little bit more time. C.J. said hello.
Well, they spotted at the 50. I guess his knee must have touched prior to.
His knee didn't touch. He brought him down about the 45.
Forward progress.
I guess that's where he first made contact with the quarterback.
It will be 2nd down. Monterey needs the Oneida 33 for a 1st down, so it's 2nd and 17. Montgomery from the shotgun. Takes the snap, gives to Bowman, sweeping off to the left. Indians making cutback. He gets to the 50 and is dragged down just across the 50. It will be 3rd down and 16 for Monterey. They had a good drive going, but now face a huge 3rd down halfway through the 3rd quarter.
And this puts them in a situation that they don't really like to be in. It's a 3rd and long where they have a passing down. They like to keep it on the ground, but we'll see what they dial up here. The Indian defense has made a couple of great plays back-to-back.
If I'm a Monterey fan, I'm losing my mind because I want Bowman to touch the ball every time. What are they doing? But I'm glad they're doing it.
All right, 3rd down and 16. Ball at the Oneida 49. They need the Oneida 33 for a 1st down. Montgomery from the shotgun takes the snap. He's rolling left. He looks, he fires deep down the left side. Ball is in the air, batted away. Landon Limburg with the play, one-on-one, and the stop.
You talk about a shut-down corner. That's old 23, Landon Limburg. Hey, don't throw it over here.
And they've went after him. They've went after him a couple of times on the deep ball, and all he's done is played it perfectly. Almost got a pick as he tipped it back. It looked like it went almost to Meredith.
I know he won't mind me referring a rough first week against Williamsburg for Landon.
Absolutely.
He has been so good at that cornerback position. And now the officials have a timeout with a 4th and 16 coming up. It may be a clock issue with 4:58 to play in the third quarter. Oneida leads 14-6. Coach Jimmy May stepping up to see what's going on, and they are radioing up to let them know what the clock should be. 5:11 is what will be remaining. Oneida has a couple of return men back at their own 21-yard line, and it is number 21, T.J. Meredith, along with Landon Lindbergh, 23. The punter will be Abner Felix, sophomore punter for Monterey. Still no precipitation coming down as Felix stands at his own 38.
I don't think 18 is usually back here, guys.
Here's the snap. Bounces back to Felix. He gets a low punt, line drive away. Did it touch Monterey yet? I thought it did, but maybe not. The Wildcats are going to down it at the 23. And kind of a warning of some chippy, talky stuff going on down there. Oneida comes up with a stop on the first Monterey drive. So Coach Mark Martin's team holds, and now with 5:01 to play in the third, his defense holds is what I meant. It is 14-6, Oneida by 8 with the football.
Yeah, we need to establish a drive. Even if we don't score, we need to go down and pick up a couple of first downs right here, John.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Eat some clock and try to get some field position back in your favor. Exactly.
T.J. Meredith, the running back. Rector in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Wing back right. He's now shifting to the left side of the formation. Rector takes the snap, gives to Meredith. Meredith through the middle. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. Dancing around 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. T.J. Meredith takes this 76 yards for the score.
Wow.
No, hey, listen. No touchdowns coming into this game for TJ, I don't think. That's his first 2 of the season.
There was nobody happier than that whole coaching staff that was bouncing and jumping. Maybe even his dad was doing a little bit of that as they went down that sideline as he scorched it. There was a block to be made. I don't know who made it right out here on the right end. It was a receiver, but he sprung him. I don't know who it was, but give him all the credit in the world.
All right, another clock thing going on. With 4:42 remaining in the third quarter, a huge 76-yard touchdown scamper from T.J. Meredith gives Oneida now a 14-point lead. Aiden Love will try to expand it to 15 points. The holder will be McLaurin Love. The Indians for the extra point. High snap. Love gets it down. Aiden knocks it up, and this is going to be off to the left. So it will be a 14-point game. We'll take a break. Your score, 4:42 to play in the third quarter. It's Oneida 20, Monterey 6.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. Coming into tonight, Monterey had it all in front of them, Mark. They still do.
They do.
They're down 14 with 4:42 to play in the third quarter, but a win. They're outright region champs. Oneida's trying to make it interesting.
Yeah, they're trying to make it hard on them, and they so far they are. Todd Derrick Ryan was the guy, John.
Thank you.
Yeah, that made the block down here that sprung T.J. Meredith on that 71-yard touchdown.
He certainly did. He looked like the defender was going to get an inside or an outside leverage on him, and Todd turned him perfectly, and it was red and down the sideline.
Jaden Anderson will kick it. And the return man is going to be Bowman. He slips at the 3. He stays on his feet. He's out to the 10 to the 15. This is their running back up to the 30 to the 35. He is hammered out of bounds.
Hello, darling. Landon Lindbergh blows him up on the sideline.
My goodness.
I don't know, Mark. I think Isaac Martin.
I started to say I seen 44 coming out of there as well, but I don't know who it was across the field. There was two in gray that met him at the sideline.
I think we've covered it. It was one of those three.
One of them 3-4 people.
It will be Monterey at their own 33-yard line. 4:32 to play in the third quarter. They trail 14, and it will be Matthew Montgomery in the shotgun. Mason Bowman to his left. Stacked receivers on either side. Snap. They fake to Bowman. They throw it out on the left side. Catch is going to be made. Indians rally with a flag thrown in the middle of the field as the receiver Eli Sailors is brought down for little to no gain. Maybe a yard here. But what's the flag from the field judge?
It may be a hold of a receiver coming across the middle, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. No, it's against them. Oneida's clapping. That ball was out too quick for that to happen, I think.
And he did. He threw it behind the line of scrimmage. That's a good point.
Well, we're about to find out. Flag's down at the 35-yard line. It's against Monterey. He just indicated. They're going to spot it from the 35. It's a hold.
Big, huge.
That'll take it back to the 25. Oh, and the Indians have a personal foul. Those offset. It'll be a replay of first down.
Funny how those have happened a couple of times in this game, offsetting penalties.
Yeah, I'd like to know the penalty count for them.
That would have been, that would have been a benefit to Oneida.
Well, gotta shake it off.
Got to.
With 4:25 to play in the third, Monterey with a 1st and 10 at their own 33. Montgomery in the shotgun. Mason Bowman to his right. Stacked receivers on either side. Bowman goes racing out to the left side, flaring out. Montgomery looking deep down the middle. He's got a man. It's going to be batted away at the last minute. His man, Eli Sailor, slipped as the ball was underthrown. Colton Darty nearly had a chance to reel that one in. It falls harmlessly incomplete. 4:06 to play in the third. It'll be 2nd and 10, Monterey at their own 33.
Well, he stepped up. Montgomery stepped up in the pocket because he got a little bit of pressure from the outside, and I think the ball come out of his hands.
I think it slipped out of his bit. Yep,
he was hit at the end too, wasn't he?
He was. He had pressure, and then I think if our defender plays the ball, he was trying to catch up to the guy, but he looked up, saw the ball. If he plays the ball, he probably does pick it. But regardless, 2nd and 10, and we'll take it.
Well, Monterey going away from the run. Now they have a trip set off to the right from the shotgun. Here's the snap. They fake to Bowman. They fire it out to the left side, and a receiver sheds one tackle. He's going to be brought down at the 41-yard line. It's going to be Chandler Bowden, who is brought down by Jaden Anderson. If Jaden doesn't get him down, Bowden is gone. He picks up 8 yards. It'll be 3rd and 2, Monterey at their own 41. They need their own 43.
And what they're going to fix him to do, I'm afraid, is they're going to fake that and release one of them down the field and try to.
That's what they tried to do in the last drive when CJ got his sack. And so that was to our benefit, but huge play right here. And it may be 2-down territory. Who knows?
From their own 41, 3rd and 2. And Montgomery takes the snap, hands it off to Bowman. He's stacked up and stopped. He lost yardage. Back inside the 40 to the 39. Coach Mark Martin pumps his fist on his defensive line as they knock him back for a yard. It will be 4th and 3. And, John, let's see. Montgomery's going to the sideline. They don't have the punter, 22, coming out. They're going to go for it. 4th down and 3 from their own 40. Or at least they're going to try to bark us off sides. It's inside 3 minutes to play third quarter. Oneida leads 20-6 and a huge 4th down play right here.
Yeah, you're running right at C.J. King again right there, and he made the stop.
So here we go. Monterey's in a tight set. Under center on 4th down and 3. Montgomery brings a man in motion. They're trying to get us off. No, they're going to pitch it back to the left. Bowman trying to get to the corner. He's going to have 1st down yardage as he skates out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Throw the flag. There we go.
But a flag at the back end of it on Monterey, whose lineman was all the way downfield against the safety Meredith, Logan Davis, way behind the play with a late hit.
He took one of our secondary people, put him on his back, and that's okay. That's a great play. But he got down in his face and was chirping to him, and the official was right there, threw the flag.
A 1st and 10 at their own 45 is about to turn into a 1st and 25 at their own 30.
You're exactly right. Dead ball.
Good.
That's going to be Monterey will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30. They need the Oneida 45-yard line. With 2:30 to play in the third quarter, Oneida leads 20-6, a two-touchdown advantage.
And we've been through this on the Oneida side early in the year, guys. It was blatant. I mean, it was. And they've been doing it all night long. 53 probably could have got called 2 or 3 times already. Oneida can't get suckered into this stuff, though. Just play.
So here we go. They're calling it 1st and 10. 1st and 10, back at the 30. Here's the pitch. Bowman, it's on the ground. He's going to turn around. He picks it up. He starts back against the grain, and Bowman is going to get back just shy of the line of scrimmage as we had a bunch of action going on over near the chains.
Like I said, we can't get drawn into this nonsense.
Yeah. It's a loss.
Hear the whistle, you stop.
Loss of a yard. It will be 2nd down and 11. 2 minutes and ticking. In the third quarter, Oneida leads by 2 touchdowns.
Very close to giving him that 15 back right there, guys.
Yeah, we
go to the whistle, and then you just run the other way. Everything's on high tension now. The officials are going to throw it every time.
2nd and 11, tight set for Monterey. I formation. Man in motion. Here's the pitch. Bowman, he's looking to throw it. He is hit. It's on the ground. Did he try to throw it?
He lost the ball going down. That's Oneida's ball.
No, they're going to give it to Monterey. He had a man wide open. Chandler bowed and got behind the secondary. It was going to be a halfback pass, but the ball slips out of Bowman's hands.
I'd love to see that on replay because it sure looked like he was dropping it as he was falling.
It'll be 3rd and 19. Ball at the 20-yard line. They need their own 39.
Looked like Garcia was the guy back there to make the play, but, boy, he was wide. There was nobody within 15 yards of him.
Inside a minute in the third quarter, it's 3rd and 19. Monterey needs a huge play. They got to have their own 39-yard line for a first down from the shotgun. Montgomery takes the snap. He's rolling left. He hands it off to Bowman. Bowman slips as he cuts, spins off the tackle. He's brought down at the 28-yard line. Monterey will face a decision here on 4th down and 12, and that decision is going to be to punt. They send out Abner Felix to punt it. Oneida should get good field position. Monterey should try to punt this away before the quarter ends. Yeah, but they aren't in position yet.
Two plays in a row by Lorenzo Garcia.
Jaden Anderson in an emergency is sent deep to return it. Ooh. Landon Lindbergh goes back deep. With 10 seconds to play in the third, here's the snap. Abner Felix going to get the punt away.
Almost blocked.
It's angling toward Lindbergh. He's going to let it roll as it gets to the Oneida 40 to the 39, and it's going to be touchdown at the end of the third quarter. There is 1 quarter left to play. A region championship on the line. Monterey trails Oneida. The Indians will have the football at their own 39 with a 1st and 10. With 1 quarter to play, it's Oneida 20, Monterey 6.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
South Fork Physical Therapy is proud to support the Scott High Highlanders and the Oneida Indians. With offices in both Huntsville and Oneida, one of our 6 doctors of physical therapy are always close by. We regularly treat back and neck pain, general sprains and strains, vertigo or dizziness, TMJ disorders, as well as post-operative patients. We accept all insurances and flexible payment plans are available. At South Fork Physical Therapy, we strive to make your experience accessible, affordable, and enjoyable.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.A. Thompson Field. The Oneida Indians not treating their guests from Monterey very nicely. After 3 quarters, it's a 20-6 lead for the Indians, but there's still a quarter left to play. Oneida with the football at their own 39-yard line, leading 20-6, going into the fourth quarter. Rector in the shotgun, Ryland Duncan to his left. Man comes in motion, Hunter Shoemaker. Here's the snap to give Ryland Duncan over the left side. Lowers his head, driving forward. Duncan pushes it out to the 44. That's a 5-yard gain on first down. Boy. Gets that clock running. and moves the sticks halfway there. It's 2nd down 5.
Yeah, wouldn't it be sweet to get old Ryland rolling here in the 4th quarter just to get them back and pick up those first downs and keep his clock moving.
And it would, and we got 27 on the play clock, on the 40-second clock. We don't need to be coming up to the line this quick. We need to be milking that thing.
Rector from the shotgun. And it's going to be Duncan shifting over to the left side. Hunter Shoemaker blocking back right side. 2nd down and 5. Rector takes the snap, gives to Ryland Duncan. He tries the middle. They kind of got up near the face. He picks up a yard. It will be 3rd down and 4 for the Indians as the clock moves to 11 minutes to play with Oneida leading 20-6.
Yeah, Carter Charlton, he's given us problems. He's made a lot of plays behind the line of scrimmage or right at the line of scrimmage, coming off the edge and being unblocked.
And he has, and our offensive line has held up very well. You know, we started out a little bit rough. They had negative plays, you know, to start the game, but this offensive line has settled in, and none bigger than that last T.J. Meredith touchdown on that last drive where they sprung him. You know, wasn't much of a crease. T.J. didn't need much of a crease. He got in there and got loose.
Ryland Duncan comes off. Emergency substitution is Landon Limberg, and Oneida takes the timeout with 10:31 to play. In the game, Oneida takes the timeout. Your score, it's Oneida 20, Monterey 6.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. 10:31 to play. Oneida with a big 3rd down and 3. They could eat up a lot of clock if they can get a first down here. You don't want to hand it right back to them.
And I think that's why Coach May wanted this timeout, guys. We had to make a late substitution, that running back, and he wanted to make sure his guys were sure of what was going on. He wanted to talk it over. I think he sensed how big this 3rd down was.
Rector in the shotgun. Meredith to his right on 3rd down and 3. Here's the snap, and they get fake to Meredith. It's going to be Rector, and they're going to rope him in as he stretches forward. He's just about a half a yard shy of a first down. Well, they're going to spot him at a yard shy. You can't risk it here if you're Oneida. With 10.
Wow, that was a horrible spot. Oh, my goodness, it's right in front of me.
10, 15, and ticking. We're going down inside 10 minutes on this play, and it looks like Coach May is going to let this clock roll down, and he may call another timeout and then punt it. Is that what he's doing? Or is he going to let it roll down, get the penalty, and then punt it without using the timeout? I don't know. 9:50 and ticking.
I think I would put my timeout in my pocket right here. I'd take the penalty.
No, he's going to call it. Okay, the Indians take a timeout. We'll take the same with 9:41 to play. We'll take the break. Your score, it is Oneida 20, Monterey 6.
Scenic Foods is about freshness, with meat cut in-store daily and special cut upon request. A deli that offers fresh meats and cheeses sliced to your choosing. A produce department offering fresh fruits and vegetables, and of course a full line of competitively priced groceries to meet your weekly shopping needs. Scenic Foods is about value and convenience. Don't have time to cook supper? Try our cheese sticks, pizza, and wings, as well as our fresh-made desserts and side dishes. Need to fill an empty pantry? We have all you need at Scenic Foods, located at 7352 Baker Highway in Huntsville.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. The Oneida Indians facing the decision on 4th and 1 here at their own 48.
And we all up here know exactly what we do, don't we?
Sure.
Well, he's going for it. It doesn't matter what you do. No, I take that back. I saw Caden Rector come out. Is he on punt cover?
Fake punt.
This is
Jaden Anderson's back showing punt. Caden Rector's back there to give the count.
They're lined up expecting a fake punt. No one back deep for Monterey. We can just line up and boom it.
Here's the snap. Jaden Anderson is going to punt it away, and it's angling toward the left sideline. It'll bounce at the 25, and Hunter Shoemaker was in fear that it might bounce in favor of Monterey, so he downs it. 9 minutes and 33 seconds to go. The Monterey Wildcats are down 2 scores. It's safe to say this is a must-score drive for Monterey's Wildcats.
Yeah, and I'm sure coming in they certainly didn't think that they would be in this position, John.
I don't think so, and
I
I'll
don't
be
think
honest,
many did.
I don't think there was much, I think Oneida would have been the definite underdog in this matchup, and deservedly so for what Monterey had done all year. But this Oneida bunch is not having any of it, and credit them and this coaching staff for getting them prepared.
Matthew Montgomery from the shotgun with Bowman to his right, takes the snap. He's going on the arm, batted in the air. It's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was Hunter Shoemaker.
Hunter Shoemaker.
Yeah, Hunter Shoemaker has had a big game, about 4 tackles so far tonight.
So, Mark,
pass defense.
If you can't get to the quarterback, you get your hands up.
That's
right?
exactly what you do playing defensive line. You can't get there. Get them hands up. You might get a hand on the football.
2nd down 10 for Monterey.
We've been in pretty much a 4-man front all night, guys, but we have got pressure.
Montgomery from the shotgun. He's looking to throw again. 3-step drop. Fires it off to the left to Bowman. It's a screen. He's at the 30, 35. He's up near the 40-yard line. Bowman to the 45, all the way out to the 48. On the screen, it's going to be a fresh set of downs for Monterey with 9:17 to go in the game. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line on a big run on the screen pass to Mason Bowman.
Boy, beautiful play call right there by Monterey. John.
It was, and get Bowman in space, and he's just a load to bring down. The referee seen some blood or something going on with C.J. King. He sent him off the field.
So here we go on 1st and 10. Snap. Montgomery fires on the out, and it hits the receiver in the face mask. Incomplete, stopping the clock. With 9:02 to play in the game, Monterey will have it 2nd down and 10 at their own 48-yard line, needing the Oneida 42 for a fresh set of downs.
And he was falling. His feet came out from under him. That was a good pass. Just hit him in the face mask as he was going down. Probably would have made that catch if his feet wouldn't have come out from under him.
And the snap almost hit the ground. The quarterback couldn't get it, quick enough, and it was there. He just almost dropped it. CJ still getting attended to.
We got to get him back in the game.
He's got a busted finger.
2nd down and 10. Montgomery from the shotgun, taking the snap, rolling to his right, stops, looks left, he's got pressure. He picks up a block, fires it under duress, and it's incomplete on a great timed hit by Landon Lindbergh.
Hello,
who else?
Darling. That time he got it. That was a man right there.
Aiden Reagan got up thinking he was interfered with, but he hit it perfect.
He must have known he didn't want to get robbed from a hello, darling.
He must have. Great job by Landon and coming up and making that play. Almost got him back here with Xavier Shoemaker in the backfield. Almost got Montgomery in the backfield.
Bowman with a big block to keep Shoemaker from getting him.
Yes.
Monterey's just out of sorts. It's like they're wanting to do things that they're not accustomed to doing, and they're playing behind the sticks, and Oneida's doing a good job of keeping them there.
They got 5 seconds to get this play off as they break the huddle. Montgomery from the shotgun with Bowman to his right. He'll get the play off. On 3rd and 10, Montgomery fires on the right side. It's going to be complete, just shy of a 1st down, I think. It's going to be Aiden Reagan making the catch, and it's going to be 4th and 1 for Monterey.
And he got cracked, too, right there by T.J. Meredith. He come up and made a play and kept him from picking up that 1st down yardage.
8 minutes and 30 seconds to play. Oneida leads 20-6. Here's Monterey with a 4th and 1 at the Oneida 43. It's going to be Montgomery in the shotgun. Mason Bowman to his right on 4th and 1. Montgomery takes the snap. Fakes to Bowman, fires the pass, incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Wow.
They tried to get it out to Chandler Bowman, and it sailed through his hands, and the ball is turned over on downs. Oneida will have it 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line with 8:15 to play and a 2-score lead.
Yeah, and what a huge deal that is. It was a little bit high. He wasn't able to bring it in. Number 53, Hoover, is getting downfield and trying to find defensive backs to hit. I think you need to put old CJ in there against him.
Well, CJ, he's been on the sideline for several plays attending to a finger that he keeps shaking around. And so he wasn't in there on that series. Oneida holds anyway.
1st and 10, Oneida at their own 43 from the shotgun, Caden Rector. He'll take the snap. He hands it off. It's going to be T.J. Meredith finding his way, picking through the left side across the 45 to the 46 to the 47. That will go down as a 4-yard gain. It will be 2nd and 6, and the clock rolls inside 8 minutes to play. Oneida by 2 scores.
Yeah, the clock's not on Monterey's side right now. The Indians just need to keep churning, and picking up those first downs.
And like I said, you know, that 40-second clock, use it. I mean, you got the clocks on both ends to look at. Don't break that huddle until there's 10 seconds left, and don't snap it until it's under 5. Use every second you can.
Ryland Duncan checks in on 2nd down and 6. He will stand to the left of Caden Rector. They'll snap it at about 7.5 minutes to play. On 2nd down and 6, Rector takes the snap, gives to Ryland Duncan. He goes over the left side, driving the pile forward, up just shy of the 50. They grab his head and try to prevent the forward progress, but it's going to be 3 yards for Ryland Duncan. It will be 3rd down and 3 for Oneida. They need the Monterey 47. The ball is just their side of the 50 with 7 minutes to play.
Yeah, and I thought we was almost going to get not enough men on the line of scrimmage because it looked like our receivers was just a little too far back there, John.
Yeah, and it wasn't called, and we're thankful for that. Again, 18 seconds, a little bit of confusion here. The play's being signaled in now.
20-6 Oneida.
I think you're going to get a whole lot of Duncan here, or maybe a quarterback keeper.
Ryland Duncan to the right of Caden Rector on 3rd and 3.5. Here's a high snap. He hands it to Ryland Duncan, trying the middle. He'll push it across the 50 to the 49. It's going to be 4th down and 2 for Oneida. With 6.5 to play, the Indians will be likely punting, right? This is a punting situation.
Yeah.
You can take a penalty if you want to run the clock all the way down, though.
No, run it down to about 10 seconds and punt the football away.
Okay, the Indians are sending the punt team on. It'll roll inside 6 minutes to go with Oneida leading 20-6.
We need to kick it away from them.
Chandler Bowden, he's getting deep to return it. No, I'm sorry, it's Eli Sailors.
Calm down. We're all right.
Jaden Anderson at his 40. Sailors back at the 17. Anderson, low snap. He'll pick it up. He's going to try to run with it. And now he's going to be the 45 to the 50. He's got a first down. That's our First National Bank. First down on the low snap. Jaden Anderson takes it to the Monterey 45 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah,
he got up almost saying something, and Mark Martin pushed him away.
Oh, yeah, it was close. I guess the tackler, whichever one that was, come up talking to Jaden, and Jaden's not going to back down. That's for certain. What a huge set of events right there for the Indians.
Some nights things go well for you, and it has went well for Oneida all night long.
The clock is rolling. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Oneida leads 20-6, and now they're 1st and 10 at the Monterey 45 on that fortuitous punt fake. Here's the snap, and they give Ryland Duncan over the left side. He'll stretch forward, close to 3 yards on first down for Ryland Duncan. And Monterey,
frustration.
Now they're getting a warning.
Frustration is beginning to show.
I'm going to tell you why. Blake Couch drove him 12 yards down the field, and old number 60 for Monterey didn't like that much.
It's going to be 2nd down and 8 Indians at the 43 of Monterey. We're at 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play with Oneida leading 20-6.
Hey guys, this is and was an old school line them up and mash on you football game, and Oneida's on top and are looking in very good shape right here.
Rector with Ryland Duncan to his right on 2nd and 8. Here's the snap. Rector keeps it, starts right, spins back left, stretches out. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more. The clock now is at 4 minutes and 15 seconds to play. Oneida has a 3rd and 8 at the 43 of Monterey.
Keep milking that, man. Keep milking it down under 4 minutes.
Number 10, Carter Charlton for them. He's their defensive end. Yeah. He's kind of a linebacker kind of build. You can't get on his edge. I mean, he has played solid all night long. If it'd been anybody else, we were probably still running, but he said it, and he was not to be denied right there. Played superb all night long on that defensive end.
Throw the football.
3rd down and 8. Here is Caden Rector in the shotgun, takes the snap, fires it off to the left side. It's going to be complete as a flag comes in. McLaurin Love makes the catch. He's going to be dropped. No gain on the play, and they stop the clock with a flag down on the backside.
The official was blowing his whistle repeatedly, and Love still gets slammed to the ground.
Monterey is going to decline the penalty, but the clock will rewind, or they'll have to call a timeout with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to play.
Punt it.
Yeah, Oneida likely going to punt it here on a 4th and 11 at the Monterey 46. Punt team comes out.
And to your point, that clock should start.
Well, it should start.
The penalty was declined, so the clock should start, but it is yet to do so.
There it goes. He waited long enough.
And we don't need to be snapping it.
So deep to return, Eli Sailors. He's back at his own 15. Jaden Anderson stands at his own 44. Here's the snap. Anderson has it. He'll get the punt away. Here's Sailors. Fair catch called for. He's got it at the 18-yard line. And now with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to play, the Monterey Wildcats have a 1st and 10 at their own 18, but they trail 20-6.
2 touchdowns, 2 extra points they got to have in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. We've got to keep them from
they have all their timeouts.
Yeah, well, but we got to keep them from making some kind of big explosive play.
Tim just gave the score at 20-6 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Oneida has held this prolific offense, the region leader to this point, to 6 points in this ballgame.
33 points a game offense.
They played Waverly to a 5-point game last week. I'll come back to it in a second.
That's a 4A team.
Yes.
Montgomery from the shotgun looking to throw. Looks at the middle. Has pressure. Now throws down the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Overthrows his intended receiver. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Are they 4A in Waverly? I was thinking they were top 5 in 3A. They're top 5
Yeah, they're
in 4A.
top 5. I think they're 3rd or 4th. Yeah, but they're way up there.
And so the job on both sides of the football, the preparation, that has went into being here tonight and giving these guys a chance. And not only that, how they came out on fire.
Yeah.
They took advantage of mistakes by Monterey. We got to get somebody off the field here.
Hurry.
So on 2nd down and 10, here's the snap. Montgomery dropping back. He fires down the right side. The ball is going to be batted away. Who did it?
Who?
Of course it was Landon Lindbergh.
He had some help in there too, guys.
TJ Meredith closes over with him. It's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Woo!
He's the number 23 is the least popular guy on the Monterey sideline. I can tell you that.
I would guess he's been chided all night long. He's been picked on, but he's done nothing but rise up to the challenge.
I'll tell you, he's got that corner mouth. He does. He's like he's just what you want in a corner.
Him and TJ need to trade numbers. He needs to be 21.
Here's 3rd down and 10. Montgomery from the shotgun takes the snap. He's looking right. Now back left. He dumps it in the middle for Bowman. Trying the screen pass. Bowman gets it up to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 4th down here, and Monterey's clock is running 2:43, 2:42, 2:41. They still have 3 timeouts. They have a 4th down and 2 from their own 26-yard line.
Josh Selby and Elijah Phillips are the guys that made the play right there.
The clock's down inside 2.5 minutes now.
We got 12 on the field if they don't get somebody off.
4th down and 2. Oneida trying to get off the sideline. They do. Montgomery from the shotgun on 4th and 2 takes the snap. Hands to Bowman. Bowman bounces off a would-be tackler and drives the legs forward for a Monterey 1st down, and they should call a timeout here. Or are they going to have the timeout where the chains move? The ball's going to be at the 30-yard line with a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They will break huddle quickly. 2 minutes to go in the game. Oneida leads 20-6 from the shotgun. Montgomery dropping back, looks left, now looks right. Pressure. Montgomery sheds a man, rolls right, fires down the sideline, incomplete, bouncing it for his intended receiver, Chandler Bowden. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 1:51 to play. Oneida leads 20-6. Monterey is at their own 30.
Well, their offensive line's doing a pretty good job. We got a little pressure there at the end, and he had to roll out, but they're doing a pretty good job keeping us out.
Yeah, but Bowman's got an arm. If he's able to get his feet set, he can fling it. But if he's on the move, he does not look as comfortable. He does not look like he's as accurate. So we want to keep him under pressure and keep him forced out of the pocket.
From the shotgun, Matthew Montgomery on 2nd down and 10 takes the snap. Rolling to his right again, stops, looks at the middle. Now flush to his right, heavy pressure, fires downfield. It's going to be complete. What a catch.
He dropped it.
Carter Charlton went up. He had it momentarily, but dropped it, you say. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 with 1:43 to play.
And Xavier Shoemaker hammered him after he right as he released the football, man. Xavier was back there right in his face.
Yeah, and they're, Monterey, they're talking to the official. They're wanting something. It's a microcosm of this game. They're just not in sync tonight, and they're just looking for something that's not there. The frustration is showing.
So now it is 3rd down and 10.
Yeah.
Montgomery from the shotgun. From his 30, takes the snap. Here's pressure, rolls right, fires in the middle. It's going to be complete. Drugged down at about the 43-yard line. Making the catch is going to be Chandler Bowden. And Monterey is going to still keep those 3 timeouts. And they're going to line up quickly. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Montgomery takes the snap. Dropping back. Sidesteps a man. Goes down the middle. It's going to be complete. What a catch by Eli Sailors in traffic. He hauls it in at the Oneida 25 with 1:23 to play. Monterey down 2 scores, but here they are at the Oneida 25-yard line with a 1st and 10.
They've got
all 3 timeouts are there. Here's Montgomery from the shotgun. He drops back looking right. Flushed out with a hold. Here's the pass, incomplete, nearly intercepted by McLaurin Love.
Listen, they're horrible tonight. They have been horrible all night long, the officials.
Grant Hoover had us held on that right
Yes, and it was blatant, and he was looking right at it.
I mean, the whole crowd, all the Oneida side yelled it the same in unison with us on the air, and wow.
Stops the clock with 1:12. It's 2nd and 10 Monterey at the Oneida 25. 1:12 to play. 20-6 Oneida. Here's Montgomery from the shotgun taking the snap. Draw play. Here's Bowman up the middle. Bowman slides to a stop at the 17-yard line, and Monterey will burn a timeout. We'll take a break. 1:06 to play. Your score, it's Oneida 20, Monterey 6.
Wow.
How do you miss that?
You don't.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field, folks. 1:06 remains. Monterey down 2 touchdowns to Oneida and 2 extra points. It's 20-6. Monterey has 2 timeouts left. They have the football, 3rd down and 2 at the Oneida 17. And Matthew Montgomery works from the shotgun with Mason Bowman, his best weapon, to the right. He'll hand it off to Bowman through the middle. Oneida slowing him down. Bowman's got a 1st down as he takes it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, he's just holding on for dear life.
Clock is stopped for the moving of the chains. The down marker is set. And here is an official timeout.
I can't believe
Oneida had a man in the backfield. His shoe came off. C.J. King comes in. Xavier Shoemaker steps out. 58 seconds to play.
Get that wheel fixed. Get back in there.
1st and goal at the 8 for Monterey. They trail by 14. And now Montgomery from the shotgun takes the snap. Dropping right. Little pressure. He rolls out. He's going to be wrapped up.
That's a fumble.
Drops the football. It's picked up by Bowman, and he's taken down back at the 13. Monterey going to have to take a timeout with 46 seconds to play. Now they're down to 1, and a flag is down on the backside.
Are you flipping kidding me?
Come on, man.
I mean,
we'll take a break. 46 seconds to play. Your score, it's Oneida 20, Monterey 6.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC. $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Good.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have.
See what the guy's still over the ball.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field. It's the 14-yard line. That's where Monterey finds themselves. They're down 14 points with only 46 seconds on the clock.
And I think the discussion that's going on right now, guys, is the official is explaining to Monterey that the ball is going to stay where it is because at break there was a personal fouls called on both teams that offset, but that was after the play was over. So the ball should be positioned where it is.
And so the Monterey coach obviously thinks it should be back at the original line of scrimmage.
And a do-over. Sort of like when you was in the playground and the football hit the power line, you got a do-over.
Hey, next week we're on the road facing Sequoia. First time Oneida and Sequoia have ever faced off against each other. So we'll be down there in the Monroe County area. Is that right? Monroe County? Okay, had that right. Sequoia was formed when Madisonville and Von Orr united together to form one school. Sequoia also has one of the longest losing streaks in the state coming into tonight, as they have not had a good
4A, 3A?
3A, I think.
Yeah, the Chiefs.
So here we go. Oneida trying to mix up this region.
Let's see where the ball actually is spotted because the ref ran over to talk to Coach May, and Coach May wasn't too happy, but the ball will stay where it's at.
Matthew Montgomery will snap it from the shotgun. 3 receivers off to the left. Bowman's to his left. Monterey down to 1 timeout. Here's the snap. He's looking left, looking to throw it deep into the end zone.
Touchdown.
It's going to be complete for the touchdown for Monterey.
I mean, I don't know. You got 3 defenders and 3 receivers, and there were 2 receivers wide open in the end zone. He could have took his choice.
Chandler Bowden makes the catch. So with 42 seconds to play, the first part of the puzzle is completed for Monterey.
We just got confused over there on that side, and 2 went with the middle receiver, and the other one just kind of flared out to the.
Monterey is 0 for 2 on extra points. Abner Felix will try to boot this one through. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick, and this one is good for Felix. We'll take a break with 42 seconds to play and an onside kick coming. Your score, it's Oneida 20, Monterey 13.
A responsible local bank must branch out into the community it serves. At First National Bank, we realize a community bank must be a strong partner with the community. That's why First National Bank doesn't have branches, but roots that are deeply embedded in the fundamentals and foundations set forth in the past, with a vision for fostering the potential for the future. Since 1904, First National Bank has had only one focus: you. First National Bank. Your family, your future, your bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. M.E. Thompson Field, folks. It's 20-13. Oneida leads the Monterey Wildcats here with 42 seconds to play. Monterey will be kicking, likely onside. If the Indians can recover the football, they can seal a victory and send this region into a 3-way tie at the top.
Yeah, they're right here and back in the ball game, guys.
It's got to go 10 yards.
We don't have to let it go 10 yards to come up and get it, though, correct?
That's right. Just tell the Atlanta Falcons that. Monterey will kick it from their 40. And here we go. The kick is on its way.
It's a good one.
And Oneida covers it.
It's loose. It's loose under there.
Yeah, it was loose.
And I think they may have pulled it loose.
They got the ball.
Let's
they got
see.
the ball.
The official has not signaled yet.
We had it, but it kind of fell in between his legs, and the guy came in late.
It's Oneida's football. It's Oneida's football. If it did come loose, he wrestled it away. Coming up with that football is John Selby.
How huge is that?
Well, now you just got to snap it out with 41.7 seconds to play. If Oneida can snap it twice, likely they're going to have a victory here. They take a timeout to talk about it. Now, the scenarios. Oneida, if they hold on to this for 41.7 seconds, they control their destiny.
One at a time. You know, you just take them one at a time, right? The next 2 for Oneida, and like you said, it's all in front of you. we set the table tonight by saying it was all in front of Oneida. Now, I'm going to fall into the group. I'm just going to say it. I thought our chances were low coming in here tonight. From what I had saw on tape from Monterey, from the way that they'd handled their business this season, and it was slim. But, hey, these guys in gray tonight, gray and orange, preparation meets opportunity, and it met here tonight at Oneida Dr. Emmy Thompson Field, Jim May Stadium, and Oneida took advantage.
This team was prepared.
Yes, they was. They had 2 weeks to prepare, and these coaches
as
really
did Monterey.
As did Monterey, and we. I mean, what do you say, guys? I knew Oneida would have to play the best game that they played all year,
and they did.
And they absolutely did.
Oneida's in the victory formation. Caden Rector under center. And Caden takes the snap, goes to a knee, and hands the football to the referee. And Monterey's not burning this final timeout. Their coach is taking off the headset. Hey, these sets of fans saw a good one here tonight.
Hey, guys.
Both teams.
We just witnessed one of the biggest victories Oneida's had in a long time.
Long time.
Long time.
The Indians exchanging hugs. And it's 10 seconds to play. The clock ticks down, and Monterey's coach is headed across the field. This one's over. There is a three-way tie at the top of Region 2. It's Rockwood. They thank us. Oneida and Monterey.
It's a muddled mess, and we love it.
We'll take a break and be back with our post game as we tell you the final score from Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. It is the Oneida Indians 20, the Monterey Wildcats 13.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Home improvement doesn't have to break the bank. At Salvage LLC, we have everything you need to finish your new home or to give a makeover to your existing home. From a full line of laminated and vinyl flooring to interior and exterior doors to crown molding and baseboards, start your next home project at Salvage LLC. Stop by and check out our model kitchen setup for ideas on how to take your kitchen from functional to stunning. Salvage LLC is located on Industrial Lane in Oneida. Open 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Find us online at salvagellc.net.
Football makes people happy. At United Cumberland Bank, totally free checking makes our customers happy. If you are not completely satisfied with your checking account, come see me and find out why more Scott Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank. This is Tammy Strunk, new accounts representative, and I would appreciate your business. United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC, $50 minimum deposit to open. Other fees may apply. Ask us for details.
Home-style cooking with friendly service in a relaxed atmosphere. That's Razax. Razax offers breakfast served daily, just like Grandma fixed it, and daily specials like country fried steak, turkey and dressing, and of course, a fish fry every Friday. Razax has a full menu, ranging from quick and easy favorites like hamburgers and club sandwiches to comfort foods like pinto beans. And you'll love something off the grill, like grade A cut sirloin, ribeye, or shrimp kebabs. That's Razax on U.S. Highway 27 in Helenwood. Razax, country cooking and great steaks.
Tonight's game is produced by the IH Sports Network. No part of the audio or video from tonight's game may be redistributed or retransmitted without the express written consent of the IH Sports Network and Liberty Press Incorporated. The IH Sports Network's first commitment is to the student athletes of our community, their families, and their coaches. Find us online at ihsports.net.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. The Oneida Indians with a 20-13 victory tonight at home over the Monterey Wildcats. Monterey came in 5-2, 2-0 in the region. Oneida came in 5-2 with a 2-1 record in the region, and the region was on the line. Monterey with a win would have been the outright champ. Oneida would have finished third and had a trip to Hampton in their future. Now, Oneida could still finish third, but Oneida could finish first because after this win, it's Oneida, Rockwood, and Monterey all tied at the top of the region, and the tiebreakers will decide this one because each team has beaten the other. Monterey beat Rockwood soundly earlier in the year. 2 weeks ago, Rockwood here beat Oneida, and then 2 weeks later here tonight, the Oneida Indians with an outstanding, very stout offensive-defensive game plan come up with a 7-point victory over the Monterey Wildcats. It started off in the first half when Monterey won the toss. They elected to take the football to start things off. They got out to the 41-yard line, their own. They got a first down in Oneida territory, and then the Indians stopped them. It was a 6-and-out for Monterey. They punt to the Indians deep in their own territory. Oneida mounts a drive that is capped off on a 3rd down and 4 pass for 61 yards and a touchdown down the left side, much like the Greenback touchdown pass to Todd Derrick Ryan down the left side that ended the first half. This looked almost the same, only this time the receiver was McLaurin Love. The extra point was good from Aiden Love. Oneida led 7-0. Monterey would come out and run 2 plays. On that second play, they would put the football on the ground and Oneida would recover it. And then the drive from the Indians, this second drive would net a touchdown run from T.J. Meredith as he took it in from 12 yards out with excellent blocking up the middle. With 2:10 to play in the first quarter, Oneida led 14-0 after Aiden Love's extra point was good. Then late in the first half, Monterey mounted a good drive. They got the opportunity on a 3rd and goal from the 4, handed the football to Mason Bowman, and Bowman, outstanding second effort, propelled him into the end zone from 4 yards out for the touchdown, but Abner Felix would not make it on the extra point. In fact, he never got a chance to even take a swing at it with his leg as it skidded across the ground. And we went to halftime 14-6. In the third quarter, Oneida gets the football first. Monterey comes up with a stop. The Indians punt to Monterey, and the Monterey Wildcats are stopped by the Oneida Indians. The Indians' second drive of the second half started with a handoff to T.J. Meredith. That one play would go 77 yards off the left side and into the end zone. Meredith with 2 touchdowns on the night. The extra point was no good from Aiden Love, and so with 4:42 to play in the third quarter, Oneida had a 20-6 lead and then would hold Monterey out of the end zone until 42 seconds to play when Monterey found a 14-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Montgomery to Chandler Bowden. The extra point was good from Abner Felix. It was cut to 7 points, 20-13, but 41.7 seconds on the clock, and it was an onside kick from Monterey that was hanging in the balance of John Selby trying to field it cleanly and draw it in as it touched the grass, and he was touching it, which means it should have been down, but as it skidded around, there was some question. The referees huddled around, but Selby emerged from the pile with the football, holding it high to the cheers of the Oneida fans, and the Indians take a knee from the victory formation. Monterey would have a timeout, and they wouldn't call it. They let the clock expire and saw the Indians take the win. Oneida moves to 6-2 with a trip to Sequoia next week. Monterey falls to 5-3, and again, now a 3-way tie atop the region. York is finishing 4th. That much we know. The rest of it will be sorted out in the next 2 weeks between Oneida, Monterey, and Rockwood.
Well, first of all, how proud are we of this bunch of Indians? Man, I'm telling you, they came into this thing with their back against the wall a little bit after losing to Rockwood, and they put themselves in a situation where it was kind of a must-win to have a shot at that region title. They've got a shot at the region title now. You know, they got to finish out this season strong. But what, man, they put together their best game of the season against the best foe that they've faced all season, in my opinion, in Monterey, and they just put a game together and played outstanding football. Didn't have any turnovers. Didn't have any turnovers. Limited to penalties. Some of them very questionable, even the ones that was called, I thought. But I'm just so proud of this defense again. the offense, it's going to be a hard time not giving dang player of the week to the whole offensive line, because they did such a good job. They really did. And so I'm just really proud of the way they played tonight. They really put everything together and had faced adversity every time. It seemed like that Monterey was getting a little bit of momentum. The Indians turned them away, and just really proud of it.
Yeah, and it's a phrase we probably use too much, but they played complementary football.
They did.
The offense did what they needed to do, and the defense took care of business, and held this high-powered. I mean, they scored their second touchdown, with 47 seconds left to go in the game, and before that it was 6. Through 3 and 3, almost 4 quarters of play, they held them to 6 points.
Yeah.
And what a great defensive showing, but the offense, the huge touchdown pass to start this thing off, and then the Meredith run. I mean, my goodness, we were reminiscent of his dad blistering the sideline, but he's who he is, and then he also TJ he plays so well on defense. It's just CJ he put a plug in the middle of the field on the defensive side.
Shut it down.
I mean, they couldn't do nothing. And this kid that they've got at running back, probably going to be all-state.
No question.
And he's been running roughshod over everybody, but he put a plug in it. And just so many people that we can mention. Lindbergh playing the kind of corner he played all night long. Just taking it away. Again, opportunity met by preparation tonight, and Oneida took care of business.
And one more thing I want to mention, senior night tonight.
Yeah.
It was senior night tonight. They're giving themselves a shot at another home football game on this field. But C.J. King and Xavier Shoemaker and, Hunter Shoemaker and
Duncan,
Matthew Brown and Rylan Duncan, man, how huge of a role did all those guys play in this football game tonight?
Absolutely.
Man, oh, man, they wanted it so bad, and they got it.
All right, thank you, guys. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we'll have our final game statistics and a talk with Coach Jimmy May right after this.
Life is about choices. When it comes to your internet service provider, you've got a choice. Telepage. Telepage is internet service provided by local people you know and trust. Different service plans are available, tailored to provide speeds that fit your everyday needs. Telepage now offers fiber internet in select areas, with plans starting as low as $45.41 per month. Speeds up to 1 gig are available. Call 423-569-8595 for more information. That's Telepage, located at 258 South Main Street in Oneida. Visit telepage.net.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday, or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium and Dr. Emmy Thompson Field as the Oneida Indians win tonight by a score of 20-13 and completely throw a deadlock in on Region 2 at the top between Monterey, Oneida, and Rockwood. Taking a look at our final game statistics tonight compiled by Ben Garrett. The Oneida Indians on first downs tonight had 6 first downs. Monterey with 17 on the ground. The Indians rushed the ball 27 times for 148 yards. Monterey 29 times for 114. Through the air, the Indians were 5 of 7 for 74 yards. Monterey 13 of 29 for 150 yards. Total yardage tonight for the Indians, 222 yards. For Monterey, 264. Penalties, Oneida was penalized 4 times for 37 yards. Monterey twice for 25. Turnovers was just 1 fumble by Monterey tonight, so 1 turnover for them. No turnovers tonight for the Indians. That was key in tonight's victory. Time of possession, Oneida 23 minutes, 20 seconds, Monterey 24 minutes and 40 seconds. And quickly looking over our individual statistics, Keaton Rector 5 of 7 for 80 yards. His receivers tonight was McLaurin Love for 3 catches for 59 yards and a touchdown. Landon Lindbergh, 1 catch for 7. Hunter Shoemaker, 1 catch for 14. Rushing tonight, T.J. Meredith gets 100-yard rushing tonight as he had 5 carries for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Rylan Duncan, 15 carries for 34. Jaden Anderson, 1 carry for 4. Caden Rector, 4 carries for 6. And Elijah Phillips, 2 carries for 4 yards. And now Tim Smith is with Coach Jimmy May. Tim?
All right, thanks, Kevin. And Coach Jimmy May joins us now. Coach, first of all, thank you for joining us. What a night, what a start for your Indians tonight. Had 2 weeks off, as did Monterey, but they were a team coming in looking to put the stranglehold on the region. You would have, if they win, you're locked into third. You win and you cause some chaos and puts a 3-way stack up on the top of the region. Most people, I think, favored Monterey coming into this one. How did you feel about the 2 weeks of practice you had leading up to this?
Actually, last week, I was still trying to find a game, but we were preparing for Monterey, and we actually Tuesday and Wednesday had pretty good practices. We practiced Thursday morning because it was fall break, and I let them have off. I let them have the rest of the weekend, and this week we just picked right up where we left off. We had another 2 good weeks. I've preached to the kids. I told them it's not over. You can make it a 3-way tie, and like you said, kind of make it into chaos, make it into tiebreakers, and I think if I read it right, we control our own destiny now. It just depends on what we do. I told them, I said it won't. I said no, nobody else can do anything about it. I said it's going to be us. Whether if you want to win the region, we have to win. We don't have to worry about somebody else beating somebody and helping for that. But the kids have prepared for 2 weeks. They bought in. Not many people gave us a chance, I don't think. I told them that. I said, now, the only people in here can control this is the people sitting in this weight room in the locker room for the game. We're the only ones. I've told them that for 2 weeks that can control. Nobody else can help us. It's us. We're either going to win or we're going to lose it. And you wouldn't believe the unbelievable, I guess, focus they had. I could tell today that they were locked in. And I knew we'd have to have a great effort to win. And we hung on there in the second half for dear life, but we made enough plays to win. I can't say more about it. I'm so proud of them and the coaches. Coach Martin did a great job on defense, and and they're a great team now. They're well coached. They got some great players, and I could tell that on film when I saw them earlier this season.
Early on, it seemed like running the football against Monterey was going to be a very unlikely proposition, so you had to go to the air, and that went pretty well.
We were trying to throw it some. I was going to throw more, and it started raining pretty hard, and I wasn't going to try to turn it over our end of the field. Got too many penalties and backed us up, and got the lead and just trying to kind of hang on there. I didn't want the clock to run, and not give them much time. But they got got a real good defensive tackle, 2 great defensive ends. The Bowman and Montgomery in the middle, linebackers, they're good, and they're a good team. Can't say enough about Coach Hughes and the job he does. I mean, they're very much the real deal, and I've been telling people that. But we were going to throw the ball a little bit more. We thought we could, and the weather kind of took some of that. They were throwing it quite a bit, playing catch-up, but, of course, it got to us trying to, just run the clock out at the end.
Were you glad to see that the rain had let up when you came back out for the second half?
Yeah, but, we try to prepare for stuff like that. We have, kind of a plan. I have a plan if it's going to be like that. And, it may be like that Friday. I don't know, but I was glad it quit, and didn't get the lightning and the thunder they were predicting, making this an all-night deal. But, the weather did there for the second quarter kind of dictated what was going on, but it cleared up. And I think that was good.
Health-wise, how are we doing out of tonight?
Like I say every week, I just asked them twice.
Okay.
Nobody said they're hurt.
Well, that's
you
good.
know how that is.
Yeah.
They'll come back in a couple of days and they'll feel it. They'll be sore in the morning. They played their guts out. I mean, both teams did. It was a hard-fought game, and I think we came out all right. And if somebody's down, then somebody else got to step up, and that's kind of what they've been doing all year.
So you said the tie breaks. I know that we've got Sequoia and Coalfield, and if we went out, yes, we would have that. Do you have to have both games, or do you know?
I don't know.
they said the greatest number of victories, so I haven't sat down and looked that far ahead, but I think we got to have one, because if we had one and they won out, they're 5-3 now, so they'd be 7-3, and we'd be 7-3, and we beat them head to head. I guess I need to call them to make sure, but we just need to keep getting better, and we can't worry about. We just got to play and win, and just keep trying to get better each week.
But it is a good thing to have to concern yourself with now.
Right, yeah, because I mean, a lot of people wrote us off.
Right.
A lot of people wrote us off, and after a couple of weeks, we didn't play good, and Rockwood got on us, and then, and John Webb's a good coach, and they got on us, and he's not going to let us come back. And but I kept telling him, I said, and I'd already looked ahead. Kind of, if we lose, we still got to beat. Either way, we're going to have to beat Monterey, be the region champs. So, or have a chance at it. So, this game was what mattered. And, we wanted to win that one too, but I wanted to try. I was trying to pick them up after they were devastated. They lost, they were devastated, and I wanted to pick them up and give them something to focus on, and they did.
Right. So also one thing I was going to mention to you. So tonight, no turnovers.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me. I was so into the game I didn't even realize it. But that's the first time I've been telling them, guys, if we just hung on to the ball, maybe we'd have won 2 weeks ago too. When we got some older kids at positions, but they don't have a lot of experience, and they do now. They played about a whole season, and then we're young at other skill positions, and it's something we talk about every day. It's not something we don't address. We work on it every day in pre-practice, and tonight that made a difference. Us not turning the ball over here and letting them get a short field.
But you sure came up with a big one.
Yes. Yeah, it did. It was. And that's the thing. We got to get the turnover favor in our advantage, and we did tonight.
So now on the onside kick, you probably had a better view. How was that in question? Because it seemed like we were down touching, or we were laying on the grass touching the football.
He had it, and I'm telling you, I could see it laying under his leg. He was laying down. It was laying. He was reaching behind trying to grab it, and they piled on him. And that's why I tell our kids, you need to pile on him first in case it squirts loose and he'll wet. And I was he wrestled it away from him, I guess.
Yeah.
But he had it, John, and he kind of slid around because, it's wet. And I was worried about it falling out of them getting it, because I had a thought of them scoring and going for 2, and they would have probably gone for it to try to win the game. But, yeah, it was close. But, that's something we practice every Thursday.
Pretty special win. I mean, Oneida's had some big wins, but it's been a while since you've had something like this, it seems like, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has. Because we've always had to seems like running into Meigs County.
Right.
I mean, and they were the bully of the district for a while. And, John Webb and I were talking. I said before our game was basically for second.
Right.
Us trying to beat Rockwood. Us and Rockwood trying to beat Meigs. And now we've added York and Monterey. And even though you lost Meigs, I think it's made the region even harder. Because, that's 2 good teams there you got to compete with every year. And, it's more difficult now. And, yeah, it's nice. I'm glad we've – you wouldn't believe how far they've come. I was out there first day of spring practice, and when we were, Coach Lambert had resigned, and we had 19 kids. Because the rest of them were playing baseball and soccer. I mean, this wasn't – of course, you didn't have your freshmen. And that's what we worked, and we did it for 2 weeks and gradually started getting them back. Some of them never even got a spring practice. Soccer team never did because they were still playing. And just to see them grow this summer from how far they went from playing over the 7-on-7 and then getting into the season. And that first game, we didn't play well, and they were good, and it was not a good inning for us. And, they didn't give up and quit. And I told them, I said, I don't care. You can't just quit in life. You got to keep fighting. Something good's going to happen. So I'm glad something good happened for them.
Not just the kids, though, but you had to assemble a staff. I mean, on the fly. I mean,
I was asking people, if I get this job, are you still going to help? And they said yes. And then I still short one coach. I still never did fill Coach Wright's history position. I couldn't find anybody that, and I did find Coach Montgomery, thank goodness. He called me. We both played at Tennessee Westland. He played after I did. I was gone before he came, but Vince Owens knew him. So I got to talking to him and calling around, and he was interested. He's done a great job with those linemen and defensive linemen, and that was a blessing to be able to get him to hire him.
Well, it's sure been fun to watch. Every week's an improvement with this team, and just the very impressive start, and to keep hold of it and to get this big accomplishment is a big deal tonight.
It is. I mean, Coach Lambert told him before he left, I was in there, and he said, I expect you guys to play for the region championship. And that's our goal every year. And,
we got a chance to play for it tonight, and we could tell. And he worked them out hard in the winter, and I tried to carry over and try to, this summer I didn't have much of a staff. We were trying to fill them in as we went, and we did, and I fell into place for us. And you can't say enough, win or lose, how hard we played tonight. And I'm proud of them either way.
That's right. All right, Coach. Congratulations. Good luck. We'll see you next week in Sequoia, first time ever.
We will. I've never been there. I mean, I've been to Madisonville, but I've never been to their school. So, yeah, it'll be a 4A school. So I told them we'll have to prepare, and it's another championship game, really, is what it is, because we'll have to get it.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right. The Indians get the 20-13 victory here tonight. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll return to wrap things up from Jim May Stadium at Dr. Emmy Thompson Field. Your final tonight, it's Oneida 20 and Monterey 13.
Lumber King in Oneida, Tennessee is the region's one-stop shop for everything a DIYer might need. Carhartt apparel, rugged clothing that works as hard as you do. Lumber King Rental Center, a home for not only tools that a construction site might need, but heavy equipment that can get the hardest jobs done in no time. Here at Lumber King, we carry all of the essentials. Let us be your #1 source for everything construction. You can visit us at 20359 Alberta Street in Oneida, Tennessee. Because at Lumber King, we deliver.
El Rey is Scott County's home for great Mexican flavor. Located in Oneida Plaza, we're just up the sidewalk from Walmart. From our fresh chips that are made daily to our chicken or beef fajitas that are big enough to share, El Rey uses the freshest ingredients to serve authentic Mexican dishes that will be a hit with the entire family. Stop in before the game on Friday, or pop in on Saturday and watch college football on one of nearly a dozen screens while you eat. That's El Rey Azteca, open until 9 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 10 p.m. on weekends.
Welcome back to Jim May Stadium and Dr. Emmy Thompson Field as the Indians get to win tonight 20-13 over the Monterey Wildcats.
Can I just mention also, I want to mention again, Telepage Internet Service helped us out tonight. Folks, you got the pictures of this one tonight on the live feed. We're thankful to Telepage for that. And also, once again, I want to give a thanks to Greg Bond for his work in helping to get things together as well. And obviously, Ben Garrett has been tirelessly working on this project all year long, and we're just glad to be a part.
I had a friend of mine down in Morgan County that was watching and listening to the game, said that everything sounded great and looked fantastic. So congratulations to Mr. Bond and Mr. Garrett.
Yeah, and it all started last week. I got to watch the Scott High game last week, and everything went off great.
All right, big night for the Indians here tonight. Big night on the reservation, and maybe it's not the last home game. It looks like we might have a chance. You're saying there's a chance that we might have a home playoff game now. I might not have to go to Hampton. That'd be nice.
Yeah. And without further ado, the First National Bank player of the game, 5 carries, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, T.J. Meredith. I was thinking today, guys.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Old T.J. hadn't had a touchdown and hadn't got player of the game this year, and he was due. Mm-hmm. And he come out and scored two big touchdowns. Had a run down here from about the 15 and went in and dodged a couple of would-be tacklers and then got to the outside and just outran everybody to the end zone. And what a great night for TJ, and what a great night for this Oneida football team.
No doubt. Correct choice. Sometimes a sometimes forgotten position, though, that really gave him a good run for the money tonight is the work that Landon Lindbergh did at the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't very often have somebody from a corner position catch enough action. They just kept going at Landon, and it kept coming up the wrong move to try to go after him. So, honorable mention.
Yep, and another close second was the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
The job that the offensive line did in pass protection and run blocking tonight. They had a little trouble early of getting the run game going. We kind of backed them off a little bit with the pass, and whenever the downpour started, we established the run and really got after them up front. They dominated this football game, and what else can you say?
It was an odd night. It was a great night, but it was an odd night. 20% chance of rain. It started raining. 2 plays later, they fumble. We stick it in the end zone, go up 14-0. You know, and then they have a 4th and 1, and they go for it, and they have the play called, and it goes right through the guy's hands. You know, just little things. They had a great play call with a fullback pass, and the fullback slides down. The guy's running wide open. Would have been probably a touchdown. Little things like that add up. Our punter takes a bad snap and turns it into a first down.
Mm-hmm. Those hadn't been happening for us for 7 games.
You're right.
I mean, sometimes you make your own breaks. Sometimes you get some good ones go your way. Sometimes it bounces your way. But all that said, Oneida played within itself. They made the plays that counted, and they just frustrated the hound out of Monterey.
And they didn't make mistakes tonight.
Monterey was out of sorts. Yeah. Monterey was out of sorts tonight. I don't think we saw the best of Monterey tonight. Let's just put that out there. But that doesn't matter. We win.
Well, I think we had a lot to do with it.
It was because of the Indians.
Yeah, you guys didn't let me finish. But it was because of the way that we approached the game and the preparation. I'll go back to it. I know I keep saying it. The preparation tonight was fantastic. These guys were locked in, loaded, and ready to go. Congratulations to the team, the seniors especially. They got a region championship within reach. They just got to take care of business. And congratulations congratulations to that coaching staff.
It's the game I think we all knew Oneida was capable of and wondered if we would see it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I want to say congratulations to my senior, Sophia Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
She's a cheerleader. And had senior night tonight. What a way for her to
walking in Mommy's footsteps.
I'm telling you, she so proud of her. And
you're talking about the homecoming queen.
The homecoming queen.
That's
Sophia
Mommy's
Matthews.
footsteps too.
I'm telling you, I'm just so proud of her and proud of all these seniors.
All right, guys, looking forward to a trip next week. First ever trip to face Sequoia. That's a team that's going to be 0-8 when we come to town, and would love nothing more than to break that streak. And Oneida's coming off a very, very big high. How will they handle that?
Can't take nothing for granted.
No, especially now.
Got to go down and take care of business.
Coach May said at the end of his interview, I don't think you guys heard him. He said we've got another championship game next week because that's what they got to have to get it.
Yep.
And if I may, real quick before we 6-2, right? 6-2. After the way this thing started, the very first game of the season, and to look at that schedule, just look at on paper, what a job this team and this staff has done.
And you don't want to count your chickens before they hatch by any means, but how cool is it going to be when the final game, if we win next week, we will be playing Cofield for a region championship. That's weird how that worked out, isn't it?
That is kind of strange.
And you know they are going to be ready for it. Yeah. They would love nothing better.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to be getting ready for some really good ball games in the next 2 weeks.
All right, we'll be ready, and we'll be streaming. Get ready to watch and listen to those on the IH Sports Network. Again, thanks to Telepage tonight. We want to thank all those involved in the broadcast. Toby Garrett brings you the pictures. Ben Garrett puts this project together. And
real quick, Tim, sorry to interrupt you, but this is the final home game, so just want to mention we've had Jerry Lay on the scoreboard doing that for us, and Roger Ward helping me spot. So they don't never get enough credit. So this is our final home game possibly. So we definitely want to mention them.
All right. For all the rest involved in the broadcast, Kevin Akers, John Strunk, Mark Matthews, this is Tim Smith saying thanks for joining us. Your final tonight from Oneida, it's the Indians 20 and the Monterey Wildcats 13. Next week we travel for the first ever matchup with Sequoia, and we'll have it for you here as you listen to the IH Sports Network.